But no, fucking, there's a 40mm grenade round in which you unscrew it and insert 12 22 rounds, screw it closed, load it into your 40mm round, and just fire 12 22 rounds in one fucking shot.
These are the conversations we're having after we escape being kidnapped by Call of Cthulhu.
I hate this. Yes, because I found one down in that cave where I secretly died. But yeah, the camera's up here. I keep wanting to look down here now. It's up here now.
That's muscle memory. We're using Terry's camera now.
Yes, because it's
a slightly better angle, but it's still the best we could do.
And I'm still cut out of frame because no. Perspective.
He got tired of his.
He got tired of being dead in caves.
I mean, you can move down here. Like, I can move this, you can put that over there.
Yeah,
and yes, we'd have to sit a bit closer together, but at least you'd be vaguely shot.
Yeah, right there's my problem, though.
Oh, no, yeah, I have cootie, sorry. No, it's actually Hep C.
Oh, my God.
No, it's Super AIDS.
But they have a cure for that, so...
I would say
second, I was wondering
I have a cure for it, too. It's at my house.
Oh, my God.
One last trip to Flavor Town.
Exactly.
Oh, God. That's terrible.
So...
What terrible people would you expect?
Just to quickly recap what happened last time, after the group woke up after their night fighting the trolls and being saved by a gold dragon, this guy fucked off somewhere. They don't know where yet. Poof. That was just an excuse because you weren't there.
I did cocaine.
He did cocaine.
Well, no, I did cactus cocaine.
Yes. Cocaine.
Yes.
How can a powder quench your thirst? Fuck you. That's magic.
Throughout the night, after arriving at a camp spot, after arriving at about a mile or so from the... 5 miles from their destination, thanks to Dorado the Gold Dragon.
I walk 5,000
they decided to camp the night, where...
That wasn't even the right cadence. And it was.
Where while these two were setting up camp, and Ved and Akio were out scouting, both groups ended up fighting a couple of Kuotoa and Troglodyte scouts.
Surfshark came to Skull and took its spear, and then had a Ved here made me a sword.
Troglodyte's a problem, I think.
Yeah, and
yeah, I need the name and stats of that sword, by the way.
and we got a
Galadriel, fuck you.
we got a
No, he made you a bone spear, I think.
yes.
Was it a spear or a sword? I thought it was a
It
sword.
was a spear.
I thought it was a
He
javelin.
made a javelin out of its spear.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's basically
And you got-
just a javelin.
I'm pretty sure I said about grabbing like the other femur or some crap to use with a club. Or some
I
crap.
think so.
But I just need a rough stat.
That's sexy.
That's hot.
Are we still in the
Hey, it's a humanoid.
Yeah,
You
you're
could
going to
pro-
be in the jungle for
you could
however long.
probably breed with it.
Assuming it's sensitive.
Oh, it
And
is.
there's the Kuotoa.
They have their own language.
I hit that.
Oh yeah, and you picked up a what is it? Something amulet of the drunkard or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you and Akio managed to make
Amulet
it.
of tomfoolery.
Yeah, you and Akio managed to make it to the village, and after looking around, seeing there was nobody around, and you gave us an info dump on the whole thing with the aboleth basically being a false god and everyone in the village worshiping it.
Yes.
You and Akio stole a couple bottles of rum, attached to one of which was an amulet that immediately went to him as he found out that when he drinks beer, it heals him.
Yes.
Or any alcohol.
Makes me feel so much better.
So you decided to rest for the rest of the night and come up with your plan in the morning, and morning has come. What do you want to do?
For starters,
You're still not there yet.
I say this one.
That's fine.
I'm trying to see something.
I thought we had already determined that we were going to do the whole polyjuice thing.
I know you were debating it.
I can't.
Well, yeah, I thought she was making the.
I forget. It's been like a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like 4 weeks now.
Yes.
Because my schedule did not allow for us to do this every week, sadly, and
We got kidnapped by Call of Cthulhu.
It's not exclusively you. It's a combination of your schedule and Dan's.
and now Kenny's. And
Well,
Marcus's.
Long story short, I'm free.
Aw. Sorry to hear that, bud.
Free as a bird now.
Shit happens.
Yeah, but
I'm basically a sub-note on your...
not really. Well, not really. I don't know about.
I work the same exact schedule
Yeah,
as
so
you.
you're
I
a
take the same
sub-note.
ride as you.
If what happened 4 weeks ago is any indication, he's your alarm clock.
I don't know.
I am your
Other than this time, I was his. We take turns.
So, Are you planning on going forward with the whole polyjuice potion thing?
What the fuck was that?
As I remind me.
Oh, you don't actually remember.
I don't remember.
I thought you were just like, you guys.
I was too busy skull fucking you guys with Hastor.
Let's
So
go fucking more.
we gave you like the ichor and various stuff of the pulverized Kuatua and troglodyte. So
You
that
wanted to essentially make polyjuice potion and turn 2 of you into a troglodyte and 2 of you, or at least at this point, 1 of you into a Kuatoa. Or maybe the other way around.
Yes. And then that way we could get past, go around unsuspiciously.
Yeah, that way you could avoid any more scouting parties.
Yeah, because at this point we're just casing the place out to figure out what the hell's going on.
And the thing is,
to where we can actually get a sensible game plan to potentially kill the aboleth.
well, we need to be able to find where the aboleth is.
Exactly.
It's in the lake, but we can't just dive in after it. We could, but that would be
a bad idea.
That would be super.
I mean, we'd be getting a swimming speed, so.
Which is like half your movement speed, unless you have a swim speed.
Oh no, we'd be turning into Kotoa and troglodyte, so presumably we'd be getting there.
But remember, polyjuice potion only lasts about an hour.
Yes, granted, which is why we're only doing that like when we're just at the town limits.
Oh yeah,
And
that's right.
We're basically just exploring, casing to join out to find out where the fuck everything is, so that we can make a better battle plan.
Yes.
I mean, we could also just, napalm.
Yeah, let's napalm a lake. Yeah, how's that?
A giant lake.
Yeah,
I know
how's that plan gonna work out for you?
I mean, that actually does work, though.
Yeah, no, not really.
It works just like an oil fire, or oil and water.
Yeah, but that goes out after a while.
Yes, but napalm...
And is that going to boil all the water out of the lake to drive out the aboleth? I think not.
Bare minimal, it'll make it nice and toasty for
We're
it.
probably talking about like the size of Raystown.
I'm not legitimately talking about it. It's more just a thing of...
Yes, you're being facetious.
And
Somewhere
I'm
between
shitposting.
For
Raystown
instance,
and Cohen's Gap.
what if we need
It's still a pretty big lake.
That is a big.
So you would need a lot of fire and a lot of heat to boil
I'm
that
about
thing.
to burn down.
Nah, I'm about to burn down Altoona.
I'm gonna burn this lake.
But napalm.
I mean, you already burned 2.5 acres of jungle.
Well, we're talking about Vsauce, Vsauce. Michael here. I'm going to burn down Altoona with napalm I made in my garage.
Hey,
Jesus,
Michael
Jack
here. How fast can you run?
No, seriously. Run.
Not fast enough.
Hey, Vsauce. Michael here. Black
fast
holes.
can you?
There's many of them.
There's
There's
many
one
but there's one
in my ass.
You
brought
guys
the
stole
dough
that from
today.
me, and you guys ruined it.
Huh?
You guys stole that from me, and you ruined it.
You didn't see
No, I
it's
saw
okay.
that on fucking meme way back when.
I thought it was just like a toy or a sharpener thing. I never knew.
No,
it was a
it's just a pen.
It used to be a pen. No, it's not.
Massive bullshit.
Oh, did you insert stuff back
Yeah,
in
put
there?
it back in.
more.
Because the only
That's
the
what
only reason
he
why
said to her.
the only reason why I took it out is because iCore didn't allow you to have a written
I know.
writing implements.
I didn't think you brought it back out. I thought you lost it.
No.
What do you think your guy would have been doing throughout this whole time, this last 24 hours after
Exploring the
wandering away
temple.
from them?
I have a question.
Yeah?
What's your question, soldier? I am having a heart attack.
I've done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Can aboleth survive in non-water fluids?
Are you asking this as a character or as a player?
Both.
The answer is yes. That is your answer to my question. My answer to your question...
Excluding air.
Look at that other liquids.
Because I'm
What
thinking
liquids are we talking about?
I didn't know air was a liquid.
air is a fluid,
Yes.
which is what I initially said.
Gas is just a fluid, but the molecules are so spread apart it doesn't have any kind of form.
So I guess we're all fish, huh?
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
I mean,
Yeah, sort of.
essentially, we walk from
In our
fish.
own ocean.
bubble, bubble, motherfucker.
What fluid or liquid are we talking here?
Any
Alcohol.
non or any non-water liquid.
Just transfer.
So that limits it
Fish
to
on.
soda, oil,
Any non-water liquid.
I mean-
Squad.
Dan, just transfer
As
the
a
entire
character,
liquid
make a
rum.
nature check.
So that's your excuse. We're all.
The aboleth survived because Carlos Bass saw a lake of
Gay
rum and drank
fish.
it all.
Yeah, fuck you, Kanye.
Silence wench.
That's what
don't
really
want the
happened.
wish to be
We
one.
you turn the entire lake into rum to kill it, and then Carlos Bass sees the lake of rum and starts chugging.
5 plus... Yeah, 8 plus 5, 13.
Maybe I want to ask you: has Alera at least read up on aboleth before this?
Yes. Plus whatever I've heard
Most
from...
of the time, they're usually in water. They may be able to survive for a short time in non-water liquid, but you're not too sure. You'd have to actually
Test it.
look for some kind
Ask
of
it.
evidence, like a written article or something, in order to confirm that. Right now, you're just going off speculation.
Dad,
How deep
Yes.
is this lake?
deeper than the abyss.
I don't know. I've never been to the bottom.
Spitball for me. Do you know... roughly approximate. Because I think I have a very stupid idea.
Roll
Now,
a D-
Lara or Lindsay?
roll a D100.
Yes.
I need another D10.
Meanwhile, in the corner of the tent,
Oh wait, I have 2 D10s. Alright. 10s. 1s. $95.
Somewhere between 90 and 100 feet deep, if he had to guess. It's a big underground lake. 95 to
There
100
might be
feet.
parts of it that are deeper. And
How fast
parts of
is
it
it-
that are
How
shallow.
fast can an aboleth move?
Pretty fucking fast.
fast as dick.
I'm fast as
10
fuck.
feet on land, 40 feet in water.
Oh, fuck, boys.
Wait, what?
What are you thinking, Lynn?
She was asking how fast aboleth
What are you
moves. 10 feet
transmuting
on
water
land,
into,
40 feet
just
in
out of
water.
curiosity?
I don't know.
Turn into sulfuric acid.
I mean,
Alchemy
So,
drug?
so basically,
No.
you replicate the boat scene from Dante's Peak.
I don't
What?
know that scene.
It's after the volcano is erupted.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it in a long time either. It's another volcano eruption movie from the 90s. It stars Pierce Brosnan, James Bond. At one point they're crossing the lake. They're crossing a lake in a little rowboat, but because of all of the volcanic activity, the lake has turned from water to sulfuric acid, and it slowly starts eating its way through the boat.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. That's probably what one character is thinking when she gets the bright idea to jump out of the boat into the water and push the boat to shore.
I'm guessing she did.
And she does die, and we get a lovely shot of her legs completely eaten away.
Ouch. Jinx.
Anyway. What were you saying?
Oh, you gotta give him your coke now.
You mentioned something about acid.
Oh.
Or maybe he did. Maybe he brought
He
it up.
did.
Thanks.
Wait, what?
Something about acid.
I said about turning the lake into acid.
Well, you'd have to find some
I said,
way of magic or alchemy in order to do that, and I'm sure you would given enough time.
I don't suppose you think you're just gonna
I'm not saying
dive
shit.
down in there to reach.
no. That would be suicide.
Yeah,
I'm old as hell. I'm not ready to die yet.
I
don't
could
know if
die,
I showed you, but
but
that's our boy.
Oh,
For reference, any snoring sounds is Carlos Bax.
looks like
I'm-
you suck.
Contemplating.
Oh, I can talk.
Considering pretty much all
that
you
would
have to
be
do is look
suicide.
at you,
I am
make you a
contemplating
slave.
suicide.
No. I'm contemplating turning the water into something else.
Dude, I'm just gonna go through and be like, you watch B-Stars? It's gonna make me a fucking slave
The
instantly.
easiest thing...
How?
Magic.
It's so big.
Exactly. We start with a catalyst and that transforms everything else into something else. Into a different chemical. I'm thinking hydrogen peroxide.
Here.
I wish I could cast sleep on you right now. You're lucky Alara does not have sleep.
Yet.
yet.
Why?
Because I could just cast sleep on you, and it'd be funny.
But why though? I just woke up.
Exactly.
Wakes up like a beer.
Sleep!
Yeah, wake up. Like a beer.
No. Here's how they. No. Here's how they cast.
This would be the easiest.
Wait, hold on. Here's how they cast sleep on you. Frying pan.
Ow.
Sleep.
Yeah, so I kept my hand still. You walked into that.
I extend my fist and you run into it. Hurt yourself.
Real quick,
Infinite sleep.
real quick waffle here.
Is that going to be your breakfast?
Yes. Fucking. When I was wee young, my sister was still in middle school or high school.
Oh god.
Fucking came downstairs one day, and my dad and my mother were arguing. And my dad roughhouses a lot, and everything else. And I don't know the context, but he held out his fist like this. My sister came calling after around the fucking corner and just slammed her own head right into his own fucking fist. And he literally. She did that. My mother and my dad's argument came full stop, and they're just looking there going, my dad is going there dumbfounded like, I didn't even hit her, that was completely her!
I extend my fist and you run into it.
Wait.
Anyway, you were saying?
I'm on the stairway dying of laughter.
I'm waiting.
So funny thing about a lot of combustibles. Out of character.
Combustibles.
Out of character. A lot of combustible materials are just hydrocarbons.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Because-
chemicals entirely composed out of hydrogen and oxygen.
Yes.
Oh no.
Paraffin
Oh no.
is a hydrocarbon.
Yes. That's true. That's used for making candles. Literally used for candles.
Yeah. I'm wondering what the logistics would be, or what the possibility if I could turn the lake into candle wax for a while, just to smother the thing. Like, the entire lake into candle wax.
Why not just sulfuric acid so that...
Because I would have to transmute elements, and that would be a bitch.
Aren't you doing the same thing with candle wax?
No, I'm just altering the chemistry. I'm not transmuting, say, oxygen into sulfur, and then having that recombine into
Acid.
Yeah.
You can also just
She's
make
not
a drug acid and give it one
Attempting
hell of a
to
trip.
perform nuclear fusion and fission.
Yeah, I would have to do, or I would have, it would be easier for me to just alter the chemistry of it, basically just create a catalyst that turns water into paraffin, as opposed to transmuting one element into another, and then forcing that to recombine.
But then you would also ruin the water.
Yes, this is an acceptable loss.
Not really like you'd be killing an entire tribe of people off. They have to
This is an acceptable loss. For the sake of killing
For
an eldritch
The
nightmare.
great are good.
The greater good.
For reference.
Finally.
Is this
Besides, we can
is Alera or Lynn talking right now?
This is Lynn talking right now.
I think we could find a.
I said this out of character. I said all of this is out of character.
Yes.
I say, because if Alera is talking, Carlos Bass wants to know your location.
This could,
About 2 feet that way.
And besides, we can bake, or I could bake, or
The
I'm
whole
sure
North
I could bake
distant
in.
distance.
Because basically, all you would have to do is point a magic and say, "Look over there," while I do some tomfuckery, and then, you just set the spell like because that's effectively what you do with duration effects of other spells.
And then you could do the napalm thing.
No,
Yes.
because we
no,
burned
because
the place.
because the point of it, or the point of that, is just killing the aboleth. If it's smothered, then it's dead, and then we don't have to worry about having a fish fry.
Lynn. Chemistry 101.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Double tap.
Tell me, you think you got pure sodium? If memory serves me right, pure sodium plus water equals...
She packed the shop. She probably
Yes.
has a block of it.
No, because you do not store high grade, or you do not store that sort of thing in a giant cube. You store it in many little things. The way
She probably has an entire crate of vials of it.
Probably, yes.
Tiny.
But no, that wouldn't do shit,
Why?
comparatively speaking. Because I might have a block about yay big.
You don't...
Like, combined together. That would not make a big enough boom to make
you
it
make
big.
more sodium.
Let's play Dungeons and Dragons, Mythbusters edition.
Yes. theoretically, but I think this would be a bit
Who
easier for me
are
to
the
just.
Mythbusters?
Thing is, I'm having a weird.
Today's myth.
Am I missing an eyebrow?
Today's myth. Can you turn water into candle wax?
Potential. Well, yes. Just.
We got to use the pond scum in order to get some of the carbon in there.
No, I'm trying to think like the simpler way to tackle this thing.
Oh, fuck.
Transmute it into wax.
You could use
Oh,
that as
fuck.
What are you all fucking about?
Mark.
No,
Hi, Mark
that
Lucian.
wouldn't work because I would have. No, I'd still have to be transmuting things. Fuck it. There was carbon in it.
What are you thinking?
Yes. You need hydrocarbons.
Which
Carbohydrates.
Shit.
isn't which you said it needs to
I
have
need to-
hydrogen and oxygen, correct? Or was it
Yes,
hydrogen and
but
carbon?
Yes.
but we still need carbon.
This is literally the fight
In
out of
order-
the D&D book,
in order to
isn't it?
do.
Yeah, it came in the metal packs that you find at Walmart. There were 3 of them, and I got all 3 of them, and I figured, you know what, that'll probably be better. I mean, it's not
Just dump a bunch
exact,
of
but it
ash.
sort of looks like how your guy probably looks.
This is pretty dope.
They're die-cast metal. I also have a Kingdom Hearts pack in the bedroom closet.
'Cause
Nice.
I remember seeing him in the fucking fighter page on the D&D book. I was like, whoa, that's pretty dope.
Hey.
Give me a second here.
I mean,
That's
I
pretty.
don't
think
want.
I have a
I don't.
big
I mean, I don't want.
idea.
I'm not bringing them out because I don't want you to think you're going to fight them at any point. But one of them came with a beholder, and another one came with a dragon.
No!
What's a beholder?
No!
What's a
No.
beholder?
No!
Shut-
Death!
No.
Death!
What is a beholder?
Have you played Doom? Do you?
The Caco
2016? Yes.
Cacodemons.
The Caco Demon, but with a lot more eye stalks.
Yeah. Cacodemons were based off, like, yeah, Xanathar. Yeah, that's a beholder.
That's a beholder.
Okay, what's so wrong with them?
Everything.
Here, let me give you the stat block.
Go for
Also-
it. I'm curious.
Fuck yes, they're an oxidizer or hydrogen. Oh yeah, they use that in rocket fuel. We're
This
turning the lake into hydrogen peroxide.
all you need is more O2.
No,
Or no, more O.
no, because you have the same amount of stuff. The lake might shrink a bit,
Yeah, that's why I'm
but you'd
saying
have the same molar
that
amount of
roughly what
stuff.
I mean it literally is H2O to H2O2. That's what I'm saying.
You'd still have the same mass. Things would
I-
just be recombined.
I mean it on the molecular level, the molecules.
No, because you still have the same stoichiometry.
I'm not talking over on the all scale. I'm talking on the individual one molecule. That one molecule, all it needs is one more O. So I'm agreeing with you.
I need to do some math.
Mental gymnastics.
No, there will now be a shortcut while Alara does some stoichiometric math.
Actually, there will not be a shortcut because what are you up to? What do you think your guy will be
no,
up
I
to
have
during
to
this
say, I have a
24-hour
pencil.
period?
So where I disappeared from, whenever you guys woke up with the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Was there anything nearby?
Damn.
A lot of jungle creatures. Really nothing major. Nothing that really caught your attention as you started wandering.
They're also hyper intelligent.
You did,
So
while wandering through the night, you eventually come across what looked like the ruins of. You're not sure if it was a temple or some other kind of building. All you know is it was old, crumbling, and covered in vines.
Sounds like I would definitely go in the middle of the night by myself.
While going in, you have dark vision, so you wouldn't need to light a torch, but you do have to light a few nighttime bugs. Something did catch your eye. You saw a skeleton. Couldn't tell if it was human, elf, couldn't tell. But it looked like it was really fucking old. Like, pretty much the bones were near calcified. It was that old.
Oh, wow.
But there was something that it had that looked like it was a sword. Probably about as old as a skeleton, but looked like it was fresh out of the forge. It had this sort of golden copper color, letting out this very faint blue glow around it. And as you picked it up, you felt this tingling in your fingers.
I don't see what's wrong with the beholder.
Everything.
It doesn't sound that bad.
And after a while, holding on to it, you're like, "Ooh, trinket."
It'll be
Touch it
fine.
and
No,
Realize
it will
this
not.
was some kind of a magical
No,
weapon
it
as
will
you
not.
attune to it.
It'll
On
be
top of that,
fine.
beholders are fucking paranoid ass
I like the
motherfuckers.
sound
You
of
don't
this.
just kill. You don't just kill a beholder.
This is what
You
you
kill a
got.
beholder and the giant fucking dungeon that it's set up because of you. It is
It'll
anticipated.
be fine.
That is the boss fight of a big dungeon.
The only one you'd have to worry about be the magic user of the team.
Terry, you don't fucking understand. It's not just
It'll
that.
be
It's shut the fuck up. It's not just that. It's everything else.
I'm sure he's just being sarcastic.
He's trolling.
Highly.
He's trolling.
So
It's fine.
This is dope.
But yeah, I just gave.
Why do you have drugs here?
Why? Tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and read
Why
that
do
off
you
so
have
everyone can see? Hey guys,
Carlos back.
I think guys has a thing.
What do you call this? Oricalos?
Orichalcos.
Orichalcos.
Let's steal Oricalicos, what the fuck?
you motherfucker.
Hold on.
Legendary
I know what that is.
longsword. This cruciform longsword is made of a golden copper metal once mined by an ancient civilization. The blade gives off a light blue glow. While attuned to this weapon, the user has advantage on all attack rolls with this sword and resistance to lightning damage. Any attacks using this sword have an extra +3 to hit, with an extra +3 to damage rolls.
That's pretty legendary.
Nice.
+3 sword with advantage.
Nice.
What else do you want to tack on? A weapon of warning?
Not yet.
I'll take
You're
that.
sitting there like,
I warned you.
That is a legendary sword.
He just happened to come across it.
Hey, at this point, I'm looking for a legendary fucking sword myself. Carlos Bass needs one now. Yeah. No, I need a legendary katana.
So,
Just.
Moshing you.
for those who are not or who don't know how stoichiometry works, I'm also explaining this to the group.
dude, this is +10.
Carlos Bass is drinking, but yes, yeah.
You said you needed something.
So,
I mean,
if you have
they all have something.
stoichiometry is the theory, the mathematical applications of chemistry. Basically, how do all the things balance, or how does an equation balance out? There's a reason why you need two elements, or why you need two atoms of hydrogen to an oxygen molecule. So if I were to turn the lake, which is primarily water, into hydrogen peroxide, I would get an oxidizer and pure elemental hydrogen.
Oh, this can't be good.
Hydrogen is highly combustible, isn't it?
Yes, it's
Yes.
the inflammable gas.
So can I keep this?
That's for you.
So
Make sure you add.
I have a ready-made fire. And on top of that, no, it would almost certainly be not hypergolic, but spontaneously flammable. No, it wouldn't be, because that's the point of hypergolic fuels. So I think I know how to kill the aboleth. And Alara will say this in character. Alara will say this in character.
Without even seeing the creature.
So I think I know how we need to kill this thing. Or at least I know the easiest way to kill this thing.
Fireball?
Effectively.
Carlos Bass has woken up. Carlos Bass wakes up at the sound of that.
Vince
No,
said
Carlos
that.
Bass woke up to the sound of Lake of Beer. Look, he just casually holds up something and just shakes his little
That's
bottle.
what we needed. We
So
need.
after I find the blue
we
one-
would
Wait,
need-
I liked it.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
I cast fireball, or I cast firebolt.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, minor.
But you
Sorry,
do hear familiar
prestidigitation. I can
About
just make a small
100
spark.
yards that way.
You worry about the end of making it flammable. I'll worry about lighting the spark.
I can do both.
I want to have fun. I like setting fires.
This will not be a fire. This will be an explosion.
Same to me, Lassie. I like it.
No, imagine one of those Molotovs you threw at me. Imagine that, but amplified. You imagine my fire...
I know he knows what an explosion is. He threw a fucking hand grenade the other day.
Yes, I'm setting a scale for you. This will be effectively setting off a fucking nuclear bomb. We're talking
What's
about...
that?
Backtrack! Hold on, that's not a thing!
I'm saying for a sense of scale here.
Okay.
Because I'm talking about turning an entire lake into
We don't know
a
what a
giant
nuclear bomb
fire
is.
bomb.
Nuclear bombs don't exist, Alara. Backtrack a little.
I'm aware of that. I'm letting you know of the range or of the size of explosion here.
Yes.
I know what that is. Carlos Bass is gung-ho right now, and hearing he can make shit.
No, this is facts. This is extremely dangerous. I'm going to turn that entire lake into an explosive.
Shoot you, look, which point
Do you know how much water is in that lake? Gallons. Imagine your distillery going up in flames. Now amplify that by about 1,000.
Sound like a good way to go.
That sounds like a terrible way to go because you won't feel it happening. You'll be dead before it reaches your nerves.
As I said, sounds like a good way to go.
To quote Jeff Dunham and Ahmed the Dead Terrorist, when you die, do you see a bright light? If you're stupid enough to look at the explosion, yes. Ben, as they're having this conversation, you're just kind of like
I asked Fireball as in, you're just going to cast Fireball on it, right?
No. I'm going to turn the water into an explosive mixture. That when chemistry happens to it, will result in a giant fucking explosion.
You're insane.
Yes. But I'm desperate. And I do not want to fight that thing.
You follow the voices. Like I said, they're familiar, and you come across these three having some kind of a discussion, just kind of like sitting in the middle of this clearing, next to.
And it's
the crumbled down building you stepped out of.
Huh?
Because all I would need to do
About 100 yards that way. You're still kind of like in the vicinity of that crumbled building where you found that thing.
that would
hear
have
the voices,
everything.
you follow
kind
the
of
sound come out, and you
perpetuating
see
into itself.
these three huddled in a little area with some kind of like a shimmer around them.
Hey guys, look what I found.
What the fuck?
He's tapping on the barrier of Layman's tiny head.
Aboleth, are you really?
Where the fuck did you go?
You can come in.
I'm just sitting there going dumbfounded. Where the fuck did you go?
I got bored. Couldn't sleep. Found this crumbled building. Look, this thing glows my favorite color, man. Blue.
And he holds out this sort of golden copper metal blade with this light blue glow around it.
Pretty sick, huh?
Alara would like to cast Identify.
Okay.
Blue screen.
I'll let you look at it, but don't touch it.
Alara casts Identify.
Like every kid in high school.
You caught what he said earlier, right?
Yes.
That.
What?
What makes this thing legendary is the fact that
It's made of orichalcos.
What makes this thing legendary is that it is essentially comes from a civilization an ancient civilization, so ancient that made people just think it's legend.
It's Atlantis, effectively.
Essentially, you know that it comes from an ancient civilization called Alcatel. Yes, like the phone. There's a fly on the camera. Go away, fly.
Yeah, and it's fucking with the focus.
Which, from your knowledge of that, considering how learned you are, was destroyed in the war between the gods and the aboleths anywhere from, at least 1,600 years ago. If not much earlier than that. How this thing survived is beyond you, but here it is, and he has it.
Yeah.
And it is not uber powerful, but it'll certainly pack a punch.
It's a +3 weapon.
It's packs a punch.
That's as strong as magic weapons get.
It packs a punch.
Yeah, I found it next to some dead guy. It looked really, really old. It was a crumbled building, too. It looked creepy as hell.
By the way, you guys are still next to that. You haven't gone anywhere since the end of the night.
Lana, can you show me where the building is?
Oh, yeah, man. It's just over here.
We all literally saw it.
I don't remember seeing the building.
You look behind you, you see a crumbled building covered with vines and ivy.
Yes, we decided we weren't going to go into that.
You don't know if it was like a temple or whatever it was. You just know it's fucking old.
I'm going to investigate because I'm half fucking curious now.
Okay.
I'll show them the body.
I know where the bodies are buried.
And while you two are there, Alara's going to sit there and mull over the plan to explode the lake.
How would you even do that? Like, I imagine magic.
It wouldn't be able to do through non-magical chemistry. I would effectively have to set up the initial conditions set up the initial conditions in a potion with a catalyst,
I just remembered it.
and then have that self-perpetuating throughout the rest of the volume of the lake.
It can be warmonger.
And it would naturally be carried down to. So if we go up to a feeder of the lake, so where water comes into it, and I pour it up
good
there,
to
and we would have to do this miles off. We would have to do. Yeah, we would have to do this like about a mile off or so we don't die in the ensuing explosion.
And you would kill my tribe in the process.
Yes. Which is why we get your people to evacuate prior to.
But they're under control of the aboleth. We tried to get them to go away, and they will fucking kill us.
Yeah.
Question. Did I find anything at the house real quick?
The building he led you into?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Yes, I'm just going to poke around just to kind of see what he said. I'm happy.
Or worse yet,
Carlos
make
is
him make us their slaves.
fuck.
Make us
What'd you get?
his slave.
Not good. What's my investigation shit?
And
7. I find Jack Diddley Dick.
Looks like whatever may have been here
Okay.
outside of that sword,
So
which
we don't turn
somehow
it
someone
into
may have
traps.
overlooked, has either withered away with time or been taken by explorers. How they may have overlooked that thing, you don't know.
After I get down there, I come back to the
psychometry in such a way that doesn't kill everyone. No, I have access to a bunch of different things in this place
why can't we just try to ambush it?
because I don't want to fight the thing head on. Everything about this thing spells
in regards to that question, let me just say you would know that this thing is somehow able to read minds. You may have the ring of mind shielding, but the rest of these people don't.
Yes, but
So it would be able to peer into their minds and figure out what they're planning.
But the thing is, did we not, before the end of our last session 4 weeks ago, did she not make... I mean, this wasn't to Ved's
Yeah,
knowledge.
you made mind shield potions.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
you did,
she
didn't
was
you?
making potions
That's
of mind
right.
shielding.
for
And-
this or for the attempt on going in there.
Yes.
That's right. Forgot about that. Thank you for reminding us.
I totally forgot.
So we don't need to worry.
So I'm the historian.
The internet historian?
The lore master.
God no.
Oh, the internet historian.
No.
I think the best bet would just be to smother this thing.
I mean, I can't.
I don't want to fight this thing up close and personal. It will kill us.
I think I would just drown if I tried to swim with full fleet.
Yes.
You would.
Bubble, 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 bubble.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Sonic drowning song.
You're wearing, like,
Dun, 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 dun.
50 plus pounds of metal.
Right before he drowns.
Oh, and I'm assuming that after the investigation
I
checks
have
are
access
back.
to
Yeah, I-
Yeah.
Oh, and I would say to you, I almost forgot, but what was with that bubble thing? With everyone, well, that you guys were under.
We've been at
No, he's talking with Carlos. They're not back at the hut yet.
I'm talking about the bubble thing you're mentioning.
Lehman's tiny hut.
Yes.
It's
That's
part of the spell.
yeah, that's keeping the camp safe.
Yeah, there's like a little shimmer around you guys.
Way to keep us from getting ambushed in the middle of the night.
Oh, smart. Never had that.
You just see Alara stressing out and racking her brain, trying to find out, or trying to think.
Yeah, you guys come back and basically see Alara all frazzled like Helena Bonham Carter's hair, like Helena Bonham Carter hair, just like. "Ah!" And Ved's like, Ved's doing what Ved does.
Ved is.
I mean, he doesn't understand why we are stalling on this. Like, he gets that you don't want to come face to face with this thing. But given the fact that you already seem to have a plan going for polyjuicing and
We're doing that for
What?
reconnaissance purposes.
Thought occurs.
A thought occurs to Terry.
Rare occasion.
The Medi realm.
What about it?
It's alcohol too.
yes,
So double healing is what you're thinking?
Amulet plus the already mixed in potion of it.
I don't see why not.
Didn't you say they were already out of meta realm?
No, I made more. Remember,
No.
I made a check, and I've got 3 supremes and
Okay.
1 superior.
yeah, I remember
Oh.
that.
I'm busy admiring my sword.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, and this is because I just remembered. You guys have been so busy trying to come up with a plan, you didn't even notice that the bird had
Hey, Akio! Fuck! Forgot about that boy.
just as you say that, he comes down with basically a slab of meat over his shoulder. Got breakfast.
Whoa.
Comes back with like a skinned jungle cat.
Good job, Akio.
Good on you, Akio.
Hold on. I'm just imagining the kid just looking at him, just staring at him in silence, and he brings out a skinned cat.
You motherfucker!
You killed my brother.
I know. My
You
name
killed
is-
my father. Prepare to die.
You killed my cousin. Prepare to die.
Weird champ.
Pog chomp.
I see you didn't lose your feathers in getting that this time.
He might have plucked a few. I got eggs too, and he holds up another little pouchy here of eggs. Mama was already dead.
I go over and start stoking the fire to get it going.
Takes you a little bit, but it's still a little warm from last night.
And I said, how do we want to prepare this?
How's everyone like their eggs and their...
Break the yolk.
Dippy.
I thought, I'll worry about the meat.
Okay, hey,
I take my ever supplying thing, the moonshine, and just dust a little bit and start roasting it.
sterilizing it
No, mix of that and also blueberry flavored moonshine. So,
while he starts prepping the eggs how they want, and after about maybe 30 minutes of cooking and such, you're all sitting around breakfast as Alara still has her head in her hands.
we've got the cat equivalent of blueberry moonshine steak.
Everyone running with time.
So, what did I miss?
I found a really cool sword, man. Look at it. Check it out.
And I'm contemplating how to kill the
Where'd you
aboleth
find that thing?
without dealing
Oh, I found it in this, like, ruined, dilapidated building, dude. Right next to some old guy whose bones look super fucking old.
Surprised that thing isn't rusted. And I'm sorry, I didn't catch what you were saying.
Maybe the soul came
I'm contemplating how to deal with the problem without dealing with it in person.
Maybe
What have you come up with?
Paw chop on.
I'm trying to find out if there's some way that I can alter the chemistry of the lake without
blowing everything up.
that in a way that will kill the aboleth with minimal damages to the surroundings.
Well, given what...
The only plan that I've had thus far is to turn it into hydrogen peroxide and hydrogen, which will result in a giant fucking explosion that would likely kill everyone within a few miles.
And almost suddenly piss off the...
He doesn't say anything. He opens his beak to speak. But all that
Using beak-to-speak technology.
but all that comes out is basically just
But that's
That would be the easiest way to do things.
And I'm pretty sure it'll also piss off the forest elves again.
No, because it
We're still in the forest.
it wouldn't set a fire.
No, but you're talking about decimating their fucking forest again.
Hold on, wait.
No, decimation implies that I blow up 1/10 of their forest.
Wait, hold on. The lake is underground. I'm not sure exactly how far. I've never been down there myself. I don't think you have either.
No.
So, wouldn't it just cause the roof to fall in and make like a big hole in the ground?
Hold on, this is Terry.
No, I'm talking about turning the lake into fuel.
It's
Into
underground.
Right, and I'm saying, and what I'm asking is, when you make it go kabooey, wouldn't that just make the roof of the cave that it's in just
Yeah.
Isn't that how that works? You're smarter than me, you know.
Hold on, real quick.
So
Terry
it's-
got a pipe in here for a minute. One problem with that, there, Chief. We called a big ass explosion underground. Did a fucking would be seismic waves?
Yes, it would be effectively setting off an earthquake. But no, that wouldn't do other things because the government has tested this.
Also, when
About setting nukes off in plate tectonics, trying to set off, or trying to
Yes,
fuck
I
with,
know.
or trying to set things off. Yeah, anything that we do is ultimately,
yes.
is
It's like
utterly.
pissing in the ocean.
Well, no.
It's piss of the
Well, the
wind.
other thing that we're not considering it too is fuck it. I can't remember the exact terminology, but essentially, whatever the front of the opening of the cave, if we do that, is going to become fucking decimated because all that pressure and force has bottled in there. They're only going to have one exit.
Yeah, it's gonna go
And it just
back. You effectively turned the
into a fucking cannon.
What he effectively did was turn the Earth into a gun.
Yes.
What?
This went through my brain.
And what Akio is asking is, wouldn't it just, by causing the roof to cave in, thus making a sinkhole above ground?
Not necessarily. That implies that the roofing was thin, or would be weak enough to not hold its own weight.
Like he said, you're smarter than him, you know.
Because I actually didn't even know that there was a cavern structure. I thought it was just a hole in the ground
Yes.
where the aboleth sat
And that's what
at the bottom.
that's essentially what I was thinking was it goes down so deep that you can't see any farther, and then you go down deeper and it's it keeps going, but then it becomes this sort of winding corridor that ends up.
And I just thought it was
Into
like a
like
bowl.
the-
I thought it was
into
just a
like the
really
Underdark
big
and
hole
stuff.
in the ground.
Make a history check, see if you remember.
Ben,
Like I didn't know that there was
Okay.
a cave system.
do you think? But Ben, do you still have that flintlock?
I don't think you gave it to me.
No. You had like you had a crossbow, was it?
Yeah.
I think he got rid of it.
Well, no,
You still have it?
he traded a hand crossbow, I think, for a light crossbow because now he has both his hands.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And that's a 7.
And I think
on
you
history.
tore apart the flintlock.
Yeah, no, I'll misremember what he had.
Okay, you rolled a 7.
7 on history.
God
Yes.
darn it! Me and you are both on that.
It's been a while. You don't remember very much.
Bet.
It's been at this point maybe 2.5, 3 years.
I'll bet what we could do if we're going to go on this whole explosion.
I don't
I
think
would
exploding.
prefer that we don't.
I say if we go,
I don't
if we
think
get from a,
explosions are the viable way forward.
if we get a facility this the way, use a crossbow to basically launch an arrow, a little bit of fire on us some way somehow,
Oh no!
and ignite.
If we're turning it into a giant explosion, it will do that on its own. The trick is we have to do that a while away upstream, which we can do because we're about a mile or so off.
You're
anyway.
about 5 miles out.
Yeah, we can just go off. Find the nose.
Ben and Akio can show you the way because they scouted it out during the night. Of course, when they got there,
Well,
everyone
no, we
was
would just
asleep,
need
so
to go to the feeder river, or
Yes.
to the river that feeds the lake,
Yes.
Wait.
and then effectively just set a fuse.
which Akio points to a small river about 50 yards to the west.
Yeah, we could just walk that way, set the fuse, and let it go oblamo,
Yeah.
and then problem solved. No more aboleth. The problem is no more tribe.
And no more forest, and no
No.
more lake.
Yes, no more lake. Well, no. If anything, we would just make the lake deeper.
No, there wouldn't be water there.
Yeah, but water will come in. Water will come in because after the explosion happens, guess what it'll recombine into? Water.
I like drinking water. I don't know about you guys. Water's pretty good.
So it'll probably pissing rain for the near future, and also
I don't know.
I think
Carlos
what
has
you're worried about, at least the
drank a
forest.
drop of water in his life.
Water never touch the stuff.
No, we don't drink that crap.
Yeah, but at least for the forest around it, yeah, it'll set off a giant pressure wave, but it isn't gonna set any well, it'll start to set fire.
It will destroy stuff.
Yes, it will destroy stuff, but it isn't gonna set a forest fire.
Yes.
Voice of reason here, because Alara should know this by the fact that she's a smart
I'm
woman.
talking out of character, you prick.
No, I'm throwing this out here for the whole one thing that kind of busts this idea dead in the fucking water.
Pun intended.
Yes. Three things that cause both an explosion and term damage. Uno, the lethal range, in which basically you're fucking dead, Jim. The second, the lung damage and eardrum range. And then the
Yes,
third one,
I know, the pressure wave, which is what I'm talking
That's
about.
why
Yeah.
Alara's saying stay 5 miles out.
Yeah, that's the pressure wave. Yeah, okay, so you're already on that.
Yes, that's already been tended to.
Okay, but also the other problem is that's lung damage in which you're probably
No,
dead.
that's
So
that's that's the shockwave
Yes.
hitting you.
There's
That's what
the
I'm saying.
village
That's
where
the shockwave
he and
that'll
the
hit
Birdman used to
That'll
live.
literally fuck
Yes.
your lungs up.
Filled with a bunch of
No, that will fuck
bunch of
everything
other
up. I'm
people
talking about in terms
who are basically
that,
worshiping
I'm
the
talking
aboleth as a
about
false
the
god.
pressure wave
Because
hitting
it's
everything and fucking
essentially
all of your
brainwashed them
soft
into doing
bits.
so.
I'm talking.
just
Yes,
wanna
I
figure
know.
out how we're gonna
And
handle
If that's the case,
That's what-
I
that's
can
what-
or we
that's
could
what
just go further
Alara's
out.
trying to
It's
figure out.
referred to as lung
They're
damage in the
arguing
case of
about
that
what
the
happens
big
in
thing that
an
fucks you over. It fucks your lungs so you can't breathe and you're dead. You
Yeah.
die after the fact.
Yeah, that's if that's fine.
But
If we know the range, we can set that further upstream.
After we kill this aboleth, we're gonna have a party in the truck.
And the
Assuming there's a
the
town
third
left.
and the third end of the
Yeah,
shockwave,
that's
one that'll basically not instantly fuck you over, but it's going to fuck you up via your eardrum, especially.
Because what's going to
goes
happen
12
is
miles.
either
Okay, cool. We
the
go
whole,
12 miles
the whole
upstream,
area is just going to go kablooey.
and then we just.
It might
when your
cause
shit
sinkholes
reaches
if
that
it's weak
far.
enough.
In theory, yeah.
Earthquake will cause everything to
Theory.
just crumble.
In theory, yeah. I can. Or it's just a matter of how long you want
Because
magic to
she wants
be
to blow it up.
distracted. How far or how fast the current goes, and how far or and how long I can
Doesn't
distract
have
magic,
to need
or I can
running
distract
water.
reality from the
Just
fucking
water.
retardation that we're going to be doing.
I was gonna say we can get some concrete.
No, the biggest issue that I'm worried, or the biggest issue that would be a worry, is the firestorms that result. But those automatically get snuffed out because you're causing
All the O2 is dead.
well that, and you're causing a tremendous updraft. So you're going to get a bunch of you're going to get a bunch of wind blowing in,
Yeah.
which will snuff out fires.
But the other problem is that we're talking about trying to get a tribe of people who are not only brainwashed and unwilling to go, but also a pretty good sized group over 12 miles the fuck away.
Stealth mission, didn't it?
Exactly. Which is why exploding the lake is not an issue at all.
It's not a viable option.
Yes, it is not.
Yeah, it is. It's not an issue.
How many of them are?
However, if somehow the entire tribe died, then yes, this could be a viable option.
If that-
Viable in a very morally tenuous.
I'm saying if they were already dead.
Six?
Yes,
Only
even
6 of
still,
them?
killing
6 that are left.
all of the things that might be living in the surrounding area is
that would be a
They'll
lot of
probably be
people.
mad at you if you go with the kidnapping thing.
a bit.
I mean, we can get it all done before they even wake up. How about we set up a temporary camp, kidnap all the people out of there, take them out of the area, then blow the fucking thing up?
How fast can you run 12 miles
Not very fast.
With 6
and
with,
back?
with
Also-
6 unwilling people.
Yes.
We were
Keep knocking them out.
we were only able to travel 2 miles a day through this forest.
Because it's thick
At,
fucking jungle.
and at night, Akio and Bed managed to make it 5 miles.
But that's because one
Why?
can fly.
Yes.
And, yeah, 1, they can fly. 2, it's not as humid or as hot during the night.
We could just keep knocking them out.
That's not a viable option. You'll end up with brain damage at that point, at which point are they really still alive?
And there would be so So many, and they would be fighting us the entire way.
So the plan, or so what I would need to do if we're going with this, is if I alter the chemistry in such a way that
Lassie.
what is ethanol made out of? It's hydrogen and oxygen, isn't it?
There's carbon.
Hold on. Hey Siri,
Oh, fuck.
what is ethanol made of?
Lassie.
According to American GC Con, ethanol is a liquid alcohol made of oxygen, hydrogen, and carbon and is obtained
Okay.
from the fermentation of sugar.
Thank
or
you.
converted starch
And you'll make a
containing
concentrated
another
batch
agricultural or
of that mind shield stuff. If
I
we
hate
can
to say it, but it sounds like we had to let your
and
people
make the
suffer
tribe no
or
longer
without
under
arrest.
the influence.
No, because this stuff is. You're talking about a You're talking about a cure.
No,
What I have is a vaccine.
no, I'm trying. It can't disrupt the flow, it can only prevent the
Yes.
Yes.
flow. Any way you can make the opposite in which it would stop it too?
I wouldn't. No, you would need to disrupt. You would need to effectively shock the systems.
Question.
Effectively, we need to render them all unconscious simultaneously.
They all sleep.
Just beat them with bats.
I mean, I'm a
Synchronized bat hitting.
I'm-
Whack!
I'm pretty
I'm
sure I
still-
could do it.
But can you do it at the same time?
Would that mean
No, not between four
It
people.
will be okay.
I mean, think of an entire village
Potentially.
of
Then that's
people.
it. Here's what we can do.
4
At least
people
to keep
cannot
them
just
out of
go
the way.
about.
I want to point out that we're either talking about about synchronized bat hitting,
We can wait at night.
synchronized
one at a
braining,
time.
By the way, Ben,
or
you did catch Akio tell Ink Guys that when he left the village, as far
Or
as he
chemical
knows, there were
warfare.
about 6 people left.
Listen,
Others died somehow, either through disease or the aboleth ate them.
wait, hold on.
Yeah,
You said
so
there
we
were only
can-
6
we
people
can literally
left?
just
6
knock
people left
them
in the
out
village,
one
Yeah,
by
see,
one,
here's what we
6
do. We
people
wait till they're
unconscious at the
asleep,
same
go
time.
in there
I think
while
we
they're
can do it.
sleeping, and the unconscious is what renders them no longer under the influence. While they're sleeping,
well, potentially. I don't even know.
well, we can try it. Administer the
Yes.
mind shield. If
If you've ever
that's
played
enough
Kingdom
to
Come Deliverance,
break it
just
through the
waits all
sleep
night and
and
just like
prevent it from the potion,
wait
we
until
can
they
wake them
knock
up,
them out.
get them out of harm's way, then we only
Hold
have
their
to
breath
deal with one
until they
major
pass out.
We'll
Carlos?
also have-
casualties.
We'll also have to deal
Don't
with
sleep.
we'll also have to deal with the guards. You know, the Kuakatoa and the troglodytes.
Carlos, Akio's speaking up. I can tell you from experience that even when sleeping, this thing is still in your mind.
Okay.
Plus, there are the Kuatoa and the troglodytes to worry about, which we didn't see any in the village last night, but we
It's
weren't there
another
long
issue
enough.
for polyjuiced into them. But
That's
Is there a range limit on its influence? Isn't there a hard cap out of
I think it's like a mile.
a mile, I think.
Okay, if we break them out of that cone of influence, they should be free then, right?
Yes, but we
That's
need
what
to
happened.
do that.
That's what happened with me, and that's what I assume happened with you.
Yes, but
no.
we do need to get them with out
What
of
happened
that
with you?
range.
It'll be rough, but
I got hit.
Okay.
it'll be rough, but we go in while they're asleep. You two go into you two can fly and we can't. Gag them, blindfold them, do what you need to make sure they can't make noise. Stealth ops, evac them in the night. By time daylight, you two should be able to each take one person each, 3 trips in, 3 trips out. We get these civilians essentially out of the way. Then we can just have them stay here where it's safe for now while we try to scheme a better way to kill the damn thing.
I mean, we could, but Alara, what are you looking up?
Lynn is looking something now.
Okay. Okay then.
No, that's not that.
Anybody who wants, real quick,
It's a
make a history check on this
spell.
aboleth,
I'm not even about to call it fast as Jack.
Again?
if you
I'm saying,
want.
I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
please.
Like I said, anyone who wants.
I got a 3. I rolled 2, but I got 3.
13 total, or is that just what hit the dice?
13 total.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna take a low roll on it.
Okay.
I'm playing my character of not no dick over the aboleth.
Okay. For as long as you were there, you're like, you don't really know anything. You know that it takes control, basically says worship me as a false god. Every once in a while it might eat somebody.
Call me the golden cow.
Moo.
Basically.
You
creature.
You've heard of them, especially given all this conversation. You may be able to talk to it.
That's what I'm trying to do, because
I am the false god. No, I am the false
I have
god.
quite a bit of intimidation.
You may be able to talk to it. Intimidating it, we'll have to see how that plays out.
When they think they're gods themselves and should.
Yeah, you have so many spells.
How much do they know
Saint.
of the
No, I don't.
Who, the aboleth? Aboleths know everything.
They were there when
They
it
have
was
the
created.
memories of their ancestors,
That's
and when they
what's
eat
going
somebody, they gain their memories as well.
That is a good.
So
Yes.
they know everything.
Yes.
They remember everything.
I should
And-
have put more points in deception.
That's not really a thing that you can do in this game.
Nah, I could level this. Could put a higher point on charisma, but that would have been a mistake given your character.
You can't lie to people in D&D.
No, you
Oh,
can.
no, you just can't sink. You can't just sink points better into a
One
specific skill.
You
Not
level up.
like Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, so you level up. You have to level up your charisma stat, which
Yeah, that's
That's
just something
always
you'll get
free,
over
honestly.
I
time.
feel like we're not on the same page. But anyways, I was going to try and like intimidate it and like lie to it, but all I have is like a bonus to intimidation.
Yeah,
Like I said, we'll just have to see how that plays out.
I don't.
Which I'm okay with. I don't care if
may I remind you, this thing probably has legendary resistance.
Why don't you go ahead and make a history check?
But I want to
on
put
this
my
thing,
language
another
to
one.
use. You know. Use it if you got
12 plus its history.
Yes.
Uh,
it. If you have a language that is
17.
deep, it's deep speech.
Okay. Given everything that you've read up on aboleths during your insert how many hundreds of years study, you know that, sure, we may be able to kill this thing if given some effort or some method, but it won't be dead for long because after some point, insert X amount of decades here, well, when an aboleth dies, you know that it's kind of like when beings die, they return to their home plane, in this case, the elemental plane of water, where they reform, and then eventually they may return. But however long that takes, you're not entirely sure. But you know that this is, at best, a temporary fix.
Yeah, temporary solution.
But there's no real perm solution. Not unless you have.
Unless you find some way to seal it.
I
Get a
think
whole lot of concrete.
basically seal it, banish it to another fucking plane of dimension forever, or our plane of existence.
Or, funny you should say that.
Do something.
Oh, bag of holding.
No, banishment.
Yes, literally the spell banner.
As long as you concentrate on it for a minute, it'll stay wherever you send it.
No.
You have the book, I don't.
Yeah, I have the book. I'll just read the fucking thing.
Yes.
Banishment. We can banish
I don't care if we blow it up,
Make it-
but it's the only other language that I speak, so I figured if
You
Blow it
tell
up?
one creature that you
If I
can
get the
see
chance
within
to, I might as
range
well speak
to another plane of existence. The
See how that
target
plays out.
must succeed a charisma saving throw or be banished. The target is native to the plane of existence you're on. You banish the target to a harmless demi-plane.
If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left, or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return.
Can they cast counterspell?
No.
What's their charisma like?
Probably very high, 'cause that's probably what it uses to cast.
No, it might use wisdom.
I'm going to look at this particular one. Because I'm going to say right now, this one that you're about to go after,
It's a custom one.
yes. So he's a little bit beefier, and his charisma is pretty high.
Give me a ballpark.
+4.
Okay.
That's kind of like certain present company.
You, what's the probability on that? My DC's 15.
She doesn't even say anything. She just says, you.
On the saving throw?
Daniel, do the math. What's the probabilities like on that?
Well,
It's a +4. My DC is 15.
You gave us the charisma modifier, not necessarily the charisma saving throw modifier.
Okay.
But you don't have to tell us because we're essentially metagaming here. I mean,
Okay.
you don't have to tell us.
I won't.
Okay, that's fair. But since you gave us the +4, I can tell you that it's a. You said the DC is 16?
15.
15.
What's the median of a D20?
It's 10. 10 and a half. The point being,
So it's almost certainly fail.
no,
Or
it
almost
is,
certain. Or almost certain to succeed.
no, it's like a 55% chance that it would succeed. So you have a 45% chance of
Yeah, I don't. That's. If I could tip,
bullocks.
yeah, I could tip the scales. If there's some way that I could tip the scales, then sure. I would like our odds a bit better. But
Bless.
no, we would have to do Bane because we would have to. Or no, the better way is if we impose disadvantage on it, that would
For charisma.
If we impose a disadvantage on that roll, would that half the odds?
It would bring it down. See, it's disproportionately affects the higher ends of the roll. I would say it would bring your percentage a bit down to like
So it's not
70%. Like you'd be doing a lot better. You'd be like, this is a 70% shot of just not one-shotting it, but like
tending to the problem.
goodbye. But the thing is, if we banish
If I up
it,
my charisma, if I up my intel, there's really no way that I could really up my intel. I can't up my intelligence by intelligence. Wait, what?
I don't know. You lost me.
I'm thinking my DC is off.
yeah, it should be like 16 or something.
Yeah, because I have a 20. That should be +5 +3 plus. That should be 8 plus. Yeah, it should be 16, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because 8 plus the modifier plus.
Proficiency. So
Yeah,
8 plus 5 plus 3 is 16.
Yeah. Okay. So that's off.
So that changes things.
Yes.
Moderately, but not really much.
Think
Like-
probability of Ved surviving the check for the Wand of Orbis. It's about the same DC. And even with him having an advantage on it and being blessed, he would be like only stand a 20. He would stand a 25% chance of becoming a zombie instantly. Because I did that. But anyway, and with the
So what
even
you're
lower
saying?
DC,
So what you're saying is this thing would have at least 25% chance of succeeding against her.
it would have at least a 30% chance if it had disadvantage, and that's not counting if it gets a proficiency bonus in charisma saves. I'm just using the charisma
Right,
law.
because you don't know if it has proficiency in charisma saves.
Yes, but it probably should because
So we're just going off the base.
Well, what is it used to, or what is it used to mindfuck people? Is it a charisma save or is it a wisdom save?
Everything it has is wisdom, I believe.
Yes, that you're using wisdom to guard against charming
wisdom.
spells. Essentially, charming.
Except for his
psionics.
weakest spot, that's Constitution.
Okay, how does it govern its DC? Effectively, what's its casting?
Why is-
What's its casting?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I should have taken away the open palm. I'm just kind of flipping through while you guys are doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
17th level of the open palm. Quiver and palm.
I would assume
I-
wisdom.
I hit you, spend
I don't
a
know.
key, what's a base aboleth?
And you start-
charisma
and-
modifier.
+4.
You vibrate for 17 days. During those 17 days, as long as I'm on the same plane of existence, I can end it. If you fail a con save,
You don't.
your hit points at 0. From but necrotic. that's 17th level.
Yes.
Yes, but that's still will never be there. Yes, but that's still
Or if you do
No.
get there, it will be a very long time.
yes, that's still fucking nutty though. Yeah, but at that point you're already basically a demigod.
Yes.
Jumping off a cliff. We're gods!
What I was getting at, though, was historically, well, knowing that the aboleth could come back to this plane of existence if it chose to try to pull this shit again, and suspecting that it might, if you just banish it, why would it not think that it could just come back? If we put it in its fucking place.
Is there any way that we can actually get rid of one?
No, but if
like
we
permanently.
no, but if we, the thing
I do
is,
not believe so. The closest way would be to find some way to. I'm kind of going off into
capture its soul.
Dragon Heist here. The Stone of Golor, it has an aboleth sealed within it. So the closest thing I could think of is stealing it away in something.
Yeah, like
but that takes doesn't that take high level magic?
Yeah, like a soul cage or
a soul cage or an imprisonment spell.
Yes, or there are certain magical artifacts like a mirror that seals people inside of it. Right,
but unlike that sword which just found lying around, you're not going to find that lying around.
Right. But what I'm saying
I have an idea.
What I'm saying is, if we put the beat down on this thing, it might not want. It might want to try some other plane of
petrification.
Stone it.
Stone it.
Mario's cement factory.
I don't know what that means, but
I don't get it.
Let's turn the lake into cement.
You brought that up earlier.
Yes, turning it.
You mentioned turning it into concrete.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I think
Marcus did.
I thought she's
Marcus did.
I thought you did.
No, Marcus did.
I don't remember this.
Somebody said concrete.
Marcus did.
He said concrete. Okay.
I say I don't remember this.
I heard concrete while you were talking, so I thought it was you.
Bud.
Everyone usually forgets about me anyway.
Well, you do speak rather low.
Yeah, I do. That's why I said everyone usually forgets about me. I'm pretty quiet.
I try not to forget about you. I try to remember you around about.
Yeah, everyone was talking all at once. I heard concrete thrown in there while you were talking, so I thought you had said it.
You may forget about me, but I always make my comeback.
I mean, that's an idea.
We could
It would be an ecological disaster.
If we petrify the aboleth,
then
it isn't dead.
But that still requires it failing 3 saves, though.
Yes.
You have to cast a spell. It has to fail and save
That's
3
assuming
times.
that we're using stock petrification.
Yes.
Or were you? Well, again, not turning it into concrete.
Yeah, that's assuming that we're using just that.
But even that would still require you doing your chemistry hocus pocus.
Yes.
To the nth degree.
Yes.
But I can just. We have time to kill.
Yes.
Do we? Yes. We have some time to kill.
Yes. Because
I can just spend a while to take my dear sweet fucking time on this to make sure that I do this properly.
Yes.
The only thing is basically just pour a bottle in there, turn it on into instant cement, and then just it's forever entombed in a lake.
Yes, but I can also that specifically I can isolate.
And then 100 years later, someone comes down and freezes it. And it's like, oh, there's a reason you were. Okay.
Yeah, but I can
sign on it.
I can isolate that to specifically be the bottom end layers. I can effectively set a depth charge.
It's the spins from Skyrim's Dragonborn DLC. Your hands were once idle. In the Dragonborn DLC, the big bad of it literally builds fucking little monolith things. They're different, their elemental stone thing.
What's the water pressure at 100 feet?
Nearby people.
Beats me.
Nearby people are.
Siri. Hey Siri.
What's the weight of 100 feet?
What is the water pressure at 100 feet depth?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is a water pressure at 100 feet depth. Check.
Of course you don't bring it up.
I'll look it up because I'm almost certain that there's a calculator.
How much time do we have?
About 44.5 psi, which is 2 or 3 atmospheres.
Really?
I think one atmosphere is like.
Yeah, I thought, because I'm thinking that this is like the size of Lake Baikal, which is like the deepest lake in the world.
Well, you're not sure. As far as you know, given what Ved said earlier, it's probably anywhere between 90 and 100 feet deep, but that's all speculation.
We have potions of water breathing. I say we go swimming.
Ved can hold his breath for like an hour.
Yeah, I have potions of water breathing.
So you won't have to worry about sticking up.
I say we go
the
fishing.
scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Just walking on the bottom.
I would be walking on the bottom. Whenever it runs out, I'm fucked.
I got a jar.
Runs out.
Just looking up at the surface like, really wish I were up there right now.
Here's what I think we should do. I think I make a thing of polyjuice, turn him into a troglodyte or a Quatoa, pick your choice, or pick your poison. I hand you a potion of water breathing, and you go swimming.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You go down there, disguised as one of the two.
Yes. I think
You go down there, you chug the potion, that gives you like an hour of water breathing in and of itself. And then when that runs out,
Yes.
ideally you should already be on your ascent.
And ideally, he'd be breathing for an hour. He would literally be able to hold his breath again for one more hour because he is breathing water
Yes.
before then. And so he takes a big deep breath. It stops working. All right, I need it. I have an hour to get out of the water. Or if I'm still in.
Yeah. I want you, Lyra's going to hand you a knotted rope. It's going to be knotted up into
Increments.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's a sailing thing. You have. It's a reason why. Why a certain nautical distance is so many knots. It's going to be a length of rope that's been knotted at precise points, or like every
I understand what you're
100
saying.
yards or so.
Yes.
You're going to take that, or you're going to have that. Basically, have it on a buoy. And then go down. Straight down. You're going to get a sense of depth. And then when you're done, go back up. Once I know how deep that is, I know to what pressure I can design a flask to break at. And I can basically just effectively set up a depth charge
and
for this thing.
you suppose I wouldn't encounter the aboleth on my way down, or on my way back up.
I can hand you a poker. You're resistant to mind fuckery.
But the ring of mind shielding, yes.
Exactly. So that's a
He didn't tell anybody about this.
Yeah, I'm
He said-
out of character.
He said that, yes.
Yeah, besides, I could just hand you a potion. You can say, yeah, it's no issue.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that's the best plan we have.
The thing is,
Without openly killing, or without just engaging the thing in open combat.
we also don't know whether the aboleth is like, this water's my water. You Koatoa can go fuck yourselves. You're not swimming in my lake.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they need to be wet. Like
Yes.
like frogs.
Yes, but there may be a separate lake or water. Like, you guys can
Or
wash
they
your
might cleanse
filthy
the
asses
water.
in that. Stay out of my clean, pristine water.
I doubt that because there's also big fish and shit in there.
Point stands to stay out of my lake.
And it's
Go
good
swim in the lake.
also,
lake.
the water surrounding an aboleth is supernaturally tainted. But
I think that's our best bet.
I do not like that idea one bit.
Worst comes to worst, I can have it set to a very. I can approximate about like half the lake, and then have everything, or then just have it fracture at that point, and then have it just go straight, boom, down.
I might also have to swim out a bit in order to
Yes,
get to
where it
The
actually
problem is,
starts to move
the
down.
problem is, you're talking
Other
about
boats. Okay.
We've never really had a need to go out into the middle of the lake.
That's right, because if you can get out on a boat, you can just go into the middle of the lake and then just drop like a weighted thing.
Why would a Kurotoa do that?
That's what I'm gonna say. Here's the thing you're considering though. You want a Croto to go in there with a buoy and rope in the aboleth water. If he gets spotted, he is so unbelievably fucked he'll be on his own.
No, he can cast flying while he's polymorphed. He can teleport while he's polymorphed.
He takes on the physical appearance, but he still keeps his stats.
Yeah.
Yes.
And abilities.
He has magic.
Yes.
He can just...
Yes.
The aboleth ain't gonna get him.
That's still a big fucking gamble.
Yes, especially if it's
As opposed to fighting in open combat.
yeah.
Like, that isn't a big...
I'm not saying that's not also a big gamble.
I'm thinking that's the best we got. Or that's the best bet we got.
I don't know. I think we're pretty strong.
I don't like my odds.
Personally,
Because we're effectively fighting an elder god.
Personally, I would say a 1v1 probably has better chances than... Because something goes even semi-wrong, like, say he gets caught and they seal the entrance before he can escape,
Or
then he's trapped in a cave with a fucking aboleth on his own, and with no way to get a hold of us. Or if the aboleth has some way to cancel his magic. He will be so unbelievably fucked.
Yeah, and if we're fighting up against a thing and he has those sorts of things, then we're already fucked.
Either way you
If he-
look at it,
Yeah,
you're
we're-
boned.
Yeah, we're boned any way we slice it. It's to what degree are we boned?
That's why you need boneless chicken wings.
Boneless
Get out.
pizza.
What?
Boneless pizza. Hey, can I get a boneless pizza, please?
Yeah, just don't order anchovies.
Wait, are you shitting me? Do you guys actually not know that meme?
I know the phrase boneless pizza, but
I have a question.
It was a very shitty meme.
I
Someone called
No.
Pizza Hut like,
Yeah.
I don't want bones in
I
my
don't
pizza or
either.
some shit like that.
Yeah, it's simple. You just get a pizza without anchovies.
Point stand that meme. Boneless pizza.
But back to this. The point here is, no matter what you do, if you do decide to face this thing, you're screwed somehow.
Well, you might be screwed. We don't know.
we don't know what.
The question is, will the dice be in your favor?
May the odds be ever in your favor.
I think this is our best.
Ever
bet.
tell me the
I
odds?
think I would be best put at ease if I also have an idea of how far
Jim, can you give me a
down
quick
I
quick
am.
number crunch. Yeah, we're looking at about 30% mortality rate. Well, that's better than we normally do. Let's fuck it. Let's do
Leroy Jenkins!
God damn it, Leroy.
Oh God, he went.
Stick to the plan, guys. Stick to the plan.
Stick to the plan.
I
damn it,
I see
Leroy.
somebody doing that.
At least I have chicken.
So I got you.
Wait. I know what character will do that too.
Carlos,
Carlos
Jesus Christ.
Prepare for some high quality.
and then
know what?
and then the aboleth decides to just chomp down on you, and you're just like, oh come on.
Everyone party wiping and just God damn it, Leroy.
Anyway,
See, the thing is,
that was scripted.
Prepare for some high quality autism.
if Vet at least knows about how deep in he is while he's underwater, he can still like do stuff like Dimension Door and whatnot.
Yeah,
Like,
as long as the water is less than 500 feet deep,
yes, and he's
And
not
you
like
have-
sneaking into caverns
and you
where
as long
he's
as
underneath
yeah,
over.
as long as you're not
500.
going into any underwater caverns, the water's less than 500 feet deep, and you have eye of sight on the surface.
No.
No, you don't need.
Yeah, you just have to know where it is and you can point in a direction.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I can just say, up 500 feet, and I'm up 500 feet.
Please,
I was thinking something else.
please take me back there. But yeah,
No, you're describing literally any other type of spell.
I
like
Yeah.
teleportation.
I still want a story of a fucking player just using his like
scrying.
fucking like full fucking turn to gold body, Dimension Door and up 500 feet and using his own body the fucking anvil weight to
Anchor.
slam into a dragon's head and kill it.
Vet.
Get it?
I mean, the campaign I'm watching, which they're near the final battle as of this morning's episode, when they were going through hell, I saw them do that to Balzabul, the devil in the
Beelzebub.
7th layer.
Oh, what? They were one of them was getting turned to gold, so they just
No, they just grabbed his ass, Dimension Doored up about 500 feet, and dropped him.
yeah. They know the party member was being turned to gold. They're like, no way he could save himself at all.
And then they dropped his throne on top of him.
Damn. But yeah, no, the dude was like, oh, the wizard being turned to gold, like, no way he could possibly save himself, so he just fucking said, fuck it,
dimension door 500 feet above the guy, launched up there, and then just fell down on the dragon and killed it.
Anyhow, what are you doing?
Ved would actually be willing to do this.
That is one hell of a fucking combo.
Mm.
If you aren't back in a day, we're going to presume that you're dead, and we're going to abandon this.
Nah, see, I've got to firmly disagree with that. No man left the fuck behind.
Might there be...
If he isn't back in a day, then he's dead.
Do you
But
know
I'm going on
sending?
my own.
Dead
Then by all
no
means,
man at all.
then by all means, go on a suicide.
There's a
rampage,
chance
go
that
on a
he
suicide path.
survives.
Do you know
and he's
sending?
indoctrinated again.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you know
No,
sending?
this is out of character. Do you know sending?
No.
Do you know sending?
No. Sorcerers can't learn sending.
They can't learn spells. I can.
What? Shit?
Well, no, like literally.
Give me a sorcerer.
It
Give
isn't
me a-
in.
Yeah, give me a spell scroll and some time, and I can learn it.
Yeah, it isn't in the sorcerer spell list, which sucks
What is
because
sending?
I wanted Ved.
It's a sending stone. It's basically telepathic walkie-talkies,
I
You
kind
have 25 words. Say what you want.
and you can
Just say
and he
what
can
you
respond in kind.
and he can respond even across planes.
If you watch the second campaign of Critical Role, you will see this abuse to hell and back.
One of the things that I was actually thinking is if we like killed this thing and Ved learned that this thing just respawns in the elemental plane of water, he would keep calling it and tormenting it over the fact that we killed it.
So, how's it feel to be killed by a bunch of mortals, huh? Must suck to be you. Click.
He'd be like,
Sucks to suck.
he'd be. And the
Hello,
thing
is
is,
this pizza?
when you
No, this is
get
Jesse.
when you get a message from sending, you know who it's from.
Gamer.
You guys continue this
Although-
talk. We're not
although
going
if
on
you-
break yet, but I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, if you teleport across, but if you use it across,
I think
it only works
if you're on the same plane.
well, no, it only works for certain if you're on the same plane. There's a
There's a-
5% chance that it will fail if you try sending and
Cross-plane message.
across planes, which isn't bad. Like that's pretty good reception.
Damn, what carrier?
Damn, son, what carrier are you?
Certainly isn't AT&T.
It certainly is not
But,
consumer cellular. But you get what you
It certainly isn't Sprint.
Why are you saying that there, Chief?
because
bought out.
Sprint and T-Mobile have merged.
Because they got bought out?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
Gamered.
Here's the thing, though. Sprint and T-Mobile become one. Guess what? I now have twice the reception. Eat my cock. But the best part is, all the areas that Sprint doesn't have coverage,
It's kind of chewy.
T-Mobile does.
Hello? Man, fuck Verizon.
No, that's the beauty of it. Seriously, like down home West Virginia and up in here, every area that I didn't have reception, T-Mobile has.
So now I literally have got the power of the both of them.
I have the power.
The only areas that I won't have reception will be proper dead zones, like where almost no one has reception.
Yes.
So, woo!
Like,
Sinking Valley.
That's actually one of the problems for
that wasn't what I was thinking of, but like somewhere.
the West Virginia College, Potomac State.
No, no. So it's not too far from here. There's a tavern there. It's I want to say Spruce.
It's fucking hot.
I know, but I really do not enjoy that sound. Though.
I want to say
blowing
Spruce
there,
Creek, but that's not what. Anyway, regardless, I'm gonna have to use the bathroom once Kenny's done. So I drank a bunch of lemonade mixed with Red Bull.
fucking.
So yes, let's get back to the plan at hand.
I was gonna go on a quick ramble.
So what's the question? Sending.
Well, if you had sending,
I can
or
recall.
then you'd be
If
able
I had a
to,
sending stone as well, but I
yes, yes, you would have a means of, hey Ved, you alive?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
don't. But
Ved does,
if you're not back in a day, we're going to presume that you're dead. Because if you aren't back here in a day, then something has gone pear-shaped.
Yes. I refuse.
I will do
If
my
you
best
want to
to
go
ensure
in
that
after him, by all means, but I'm not going in after you.
I will do my best to ensure that does not happen.
Because there's a chance that you get indoctrinated again, and I will not let you.
Considering all of his options on getting out, he can teleport and fly.
Also-
A dead man is no man at all.
Yes, but there's a chance that he gets indoctrinated again.
But
he gets
there isn't a chance.
You get that ring off you by some fucking miracle or some shit.
Yes, it would be by an extreme miracle, though, because
Well-
it's literally on his finger, and in
And
his,
I hand you a potion of mind shielding. There, it's
But
not
you-
a problem.
but he doesn't actually show you that. Out of character, I'm telling
That
you.
or some shit to the fact that aboleth feel like he has a petty revenge, locked him, third away the key, and basically tortured his ass.
But the thing
and
is,
at
they're
that point,
underwater.
he's dead.
But the thing is, they're underwater, and like the aboleth has tentacles and all of that.
Tentacle
But like
form.
he's not like he doesn't have like a jail down there. He would just be basically
My thing is he just had like the crow toe to put
He
you in-
wouldn't kill, or he wouldn't imprison him. He would kill him.
yes. Like if anything, he would restrain him with the water because I think they have control a certain degree to control water. And what would happen is he's all seized up. But the fact of the matter is that he'd still probably be able to do verbal components.
Yeah.
Dimension door out of there.
I say,
Get out of
and
there.
then you don't come back in the day. Carlos Bass is coming to check and either find a body or find you.
And that's why Ved is,
Oh, but
is
here's
fine
the
with his
thing.
plan.
If the aboleth were to eat him, you wouldn't find a body.
Which is the
At
most likely
best,
thing that
if
he's
you
going
somehow
to do.
manage to kill the thing after the fact, at best, you may find at the bottom of the lake a pile of digested waste.
Yes.
Because the first
And good
rule,
luck to,
the first rule of any living creature, if it lives, it shits.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, and I'll
good
be
luck
frank.
finding-
If Ved dies, he's going to be eaten.
You
Point
demon
stands,
shit.
Carlos Bass.
Fine, on
If
thy
it
head
lives,
be
it
it.
shits.
Fine, on thy head be it.
Demons,
But
are
I'm not
living
sending.
creatures.
But I'm not sending him to go after
Not
you, and I'm not
monsters.
going after him to find you.
They're dead.
But I'm not going in to find him.
And they don't
who's
eat.
found, or who's going after to find you to find him.
I'm going to
This
go
isn't the old man who swallowed
You
the
do
fly,
that.
or the old lady who swallowed the fly.
and then,
There was an aboleth who swallowed a ved.
And then when Carlos, and then when he dies, and then when Alara.
Fuck no. I'm going.
Alara's like, well, time to blow something up.
No, Tyler. Yeah, effectively.
First, I blow up the whole jungle. Then I leave.
No, first I'm going to turn this entire. First, I'm going to turn this entire link in the entire water system, connecting it, going up to the ocean into cement, and then I'm going home. Ecology be damned.
Well, bye. My work here is done. But he didn't do anything protected.
What does Akio have to say about all of this?
Well, I missed most of that conversation because I was in the bathroom. Akio is
We really didn't change the plan.
We waffled.
The plan is still send him in on recon to find out how deep it is, to find out how deep
water is.
to find out how much pressure I have to design a flask to collapse at to determine to effectively set a depth charge.
Yeah.
To turn the fucker into cement.
Can I point this out real quick? Thing causes massive explosion on her way out. Just on her way out. Just
It ain't me. It ain't me.
Cool elves don't look at explosions.
It ain't me. I am just
Akio's thoughts are basically the same that we've all been saying, which is it's a pretty decent sized lake, from what I understand. I've never been down there myself. People who've come up from being down there have said that it's pretty big. So there is still the chance of you running into Chigurl. That's the aboleth's name, by the way,
Yes.
Chigurl.
yes.
we've heard before.
Reiterating that for the audience. If it finds you, Well, if you are disguised as a Kuatoa, I don't know what'll happen.
He won't be able to probe into his mind because from my perspective, he won't be able to probe it. Point blank, he won't be able to probe its mind. He won't be able to find out.
The players know
Which is going to set red flags. Like the moment he can't peer into his mind, he's going to go, "Why can't I peer into your mind like the rest of the Croatoa?"
Right.
And red flags.
But he's
No,
the,
not
but
necessarily.
He's the only
If
character
it's
who
brain-
knows this.
If it's brain dead enough, they can't. Or I don't believe aboleths can peer into their mind.
I don't know.
Like if its intelligence
It's like
is
not-
low enough, or because
I think as long as it's anything more than a 1.
Yes.
or 4 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yes.
The thing is, though, at the moment he sees, like, "Oh, you're so stupid, I can't even do it. Fuck it, I'm just going to eat you because you're no fucking good to me now."
And at that point, he realizes, oh, the jig is up. I can approximate,
Yes.
and then just
I mean, it's a gamble.
teleport 500 feet up and fly the rest of the way.
It's a gamble,
A flying troglodyte theory.
but I
Jesus.
mean, if it'll help everyone.
Troglodytes could fly.
we can fix this.
Question is, Vet, are you up for it?
I think I am.
So when and how are we going to? How are you going to turn him into a fish man?
Give me some time.
You mentioned something called polyjuice.
Yes, it's polymorph, but it's a polymorph spell, but drinkable.
I need to see this.
Give me some time.
How much time?
A couple hours.
Wasn't it?
Yes, in
like
Harry
a
Potter, it's like a month.
Wasn't it like a potion of disguise self though?
Essentially.
Yes, effectively.
But in order to do it, you needed to have a piece of the DNA of the person you want to turn into. Like,
Right.
Yeah, a piece-
I meant
piece of
like
genetic material.
disguise self as opposed to polymorph. Like
Yes.
he's not gaining the stats and whatnot of.
Yeah,
And
I'm just saying. It,
and then
yeah.
Hermione turned into a cat.
Yeah, because he took everything from Millicent Bulstrode, and turns out Millicent Bulstrode had a cat.
She got the wrong hair.
Yes.
Mark Flair.
Oh.
So
No, my
we
favorite.
have so pick your poison, Kuatoa or Troglodyte.
Kuatoa, because, I mean, they
Well,
swim.
go out and get it. And
Well, I need Cork to be nice and fresh and
Do you
alive
need-
right now.
doesn't matter. DNA is pretty.
Yes, but-
DNA can be preserved.
Obviously, once you die, unless there's some way to preserve the body, decomposition pretty much begins immediately. But they're not to the point where they're bloated and festering. They're still relatively
And also,
fresh.
DNA can be preserved for a fair
Yes,
while.
I know, but I'm just saying
Yeah, the half life of DNA is like 500,000 years or something like that. I
No,
don't know.
we've been able to pull DNA from dinosaurs, from like amber and shit.
I don't know.
So
yes.
a while.
Yes.
Anyway, the
I thought we already collected this shit.
anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Yes.
Right, so I'm
Because
gonna
we were
make
playing.
the
Okay,
potion.
so we'll say, so we'll just say that you already managed to get like a flake of skin.
Or like some blood.
Either that, or you steal some of the marrow from the bone javelin.
Yeah. Or even just some of the wigglings.
18 plus 5 plus 3. So 20 something.
This is just to see if you
To
can
make
do
the
it.
potions.
Roll a d4 for me. This will see how long it takes.
I got a D4 for you.
I don't like the way you said that. It's like I got a d4.
I got a D4.
I
would like to use my dice.
Okay.
Unless
Jelly bean Dutch.
So 2 hours later, it's now
This is a
approaching.
reference to something.
So now,
Right there too. There's a meme of Arthur Morgan with the thing of jelly bean just going.
Okay.
No, it's just some
maybe my goal pull, please.
So 2 hours later, it's now approaching late morning, early afternoon. So it's around 11:30, quarter to noon. Alara has. What are you brewing this in?
What?
What are you brewing this in?
a kettle.
A kettle.
Yeah, and I'm
A
using
witch's cauldron.
Like a tea kettle.
effectively, but small. Yeah, like about maybe yay size.
About 2 hours goes by after Alara gathers up all the necessary components, and it
Gathers necessary components.
well, let's
Cat's hip.
yeah, it's assumed that the components are used, so we don't have to harp on, making sure that if you want to cast Fireball, we don't need to halt the game to make sure that you announce that you're smashing together sulfur and bat shit.
Right.
They don't have. They don't need to go looking for
I mean, hey,
fire
it could be
and
guana, or it could be bird.
Or it could be.
The point is, it's assumed the components are used, and Leva's tiny hut is gathering quite a fragrance.
Oh shit.
It actually smells worse than that. What'd you drop?
Well, the cook has been lost in time and space.
What did you drop?
Coke.
The coke.
Oh boy.
Now you're gonna have ants and flies.
Ah, fuck. It's all at the back of the couch. Fuck.
Retrieve afterward.
We'll retrieve afterwards.
Yes, I got tea for now.
Yeah.
Unless I have grape soda and Mountain Dew in the fridge.
Oh, good.
And bottles.
You don't have grape soda, you have purple soda.
Anyway, yes, the
Purple
Leva's
drag.
tiny hut is gathering quite a fragrance. You actually have to step outside because it smells so bad. You have to say it because obviously you're the brewer. You just plug your nose.
Yeah, I just plug my nose.
And you see this lush green midday jungle and this one little spot that just has like this cloud.
Yes.
Dome cloud. of funk.
I sure hope that she doesn't suffocate in there. Excuse me.
Question.
I sure hope she doesn't suffocate.
Yes.
If it's fragrance, what we're best thing up for is Chance Croteau or chocolate.
Nope.
Smell that shit come in.
It's
No,
in the
Leva's
hut.
tiny hut.
Oh, it's only in the
It's
hut?
in the hut.
Yeah.
Hence why you see just this
It's in the
little
hut.
dome area of funk.
Good.
It's in the stinky hut.
Meanwhile, while we're doing that, I said,
So that's what they call pizza huts nowadays.
yes. No, that's pizza slut.
Or a sub shop.
What are
No.
you doing?
Mario's.
I set brewery supplies up and start at making some fresh moonshine. Because fucking I need something to do with all this.
Do you have the stuff for that?
Well, I have my brewing supplies as always.
But do you have the ingredients
I
for
say,
moonshine?
and I'm going to forge to see if I can get some. I've got stuff like raw alcohol and shit. I need to see if I can get flavor and shit.
Okay, there's plenty around.
Yeah, let's see if I find what I find.
nature.
Yeah, nature. Nature or investigation. You have your choices of nature, investigation, or survival. Whichever one you're better at.
Go survival. Got the +5. And survey says 14.
What flavor are you trying to make?
Whatever the fuck I find.
You find a few. They look like little raspberries. They look like little raspberries. So you get like a good handful of those. Have to fight off like a little hummingbird. No, get away. Shoot.
Just
Green onion.
no. No, the thing is,
Garlic.
You see the hummingbird? I'm just imagining the
Garlic flavored moonshine.
one of the scenes from the Mockingbird that got sadly removed in the movies, in which a hummingbird-like item lands on a girl's shoulder during the whole battle royal point, and just drives its beak directly into the girl's back and kills her instant.
Never seen those movies or read those books.
Yeah, it's cut out of the movies.
Oh.
Yeah, they literally just slammed and then just puncture their choroidal artery and
Anyhow.
leaves her bleeding out.
You spend a little bit of time gathering up those raspberries and making your shine. You and Alara finish pretty much at the same time as Alara steps out of the hut. There's this like little gust of funk coming off of her.
It's time to get funky.
Not that kind of funk.
Ved casts Gus to get the stench off you.
No, I just pressed agitation.
You do both.
Febreze.
Yeah, it smells like my lavender over there. My lavender smelly over there.
I can't smell shit.
I see gorilla glue.
But that's a nice
It's
lesson
behind
how
the
they
grill.
can't smell shit.
I can't smell anything at this point. My
It's
toast is
the
stuck up.
blade stinky thing.
Oh.
But anyway, you
It's not
have
that. I think it's just allergies.
anyway. As you step out, you see Carlos finishing up another brew.
Again. As I do.
It's not cocaine this time.
Then you see a pile of green powder again.
What are you doing?
Not again.
Again.
We've been through this.
God damn it, Carlos!
I hand you. It's a small little vial. Like it's about yay much.
Less of a more of a golf ball.
Well, no, that's about how much is there.
Yes, in the pile.
Drink that when you are just at the edge. That should last you about an hour or so. Plus or minus some. I can't really account for everything.
You said you were going to give me a potion of water breathing as well?
Yes.
Dig.
Pulls out a golden nugget. Ah, that's not it.
You can effectively drink that at the last moment. Like when you just need it.
Yes. About the time I start losing my breath, that's when the disguise I can expect to drop.
Yes.
Also, we're gonna need something to tie the rope to, and we're gonna need a lot of rope.
Well, rope is easy.
I hand you at least like three ropes of or a 50 foot.
So you have 150
At least
feet total.
And I know both of you have 50 feet of hempen rope on your person. That is part of your kits.
Yes.
I sold it.
You know.
MILF.
You just called Terry a mother you'd like to fuck.
I know what I said.
So now I'm gonna start sleeping with a locked curtain.
Sure, I can say I have rope.
I mean,
You never did it
I can pick locks, bitch.
You
Well,
never
just
got
about
it,
every
it
pack,
was
I
so
think,
fucking
has it.
fast.
It's like 50 feet.
Yes.
And I would mean evicted from the apartment. I mean evicted from life.
Tragic. That really is an eviction, then. That's more homicide.
It's an eviction of life. And
It's not really eviction, then, is it?
I'm evicting you. Okay, I'm evoking your right to life.
You mean revoking?
Revoking. My apologies. I evoke my right to murder you and revoke your
That's
life.
invoking.
I'm
You are invoking your right to revoke my life.
I'm invoking my right to revoke your life.
Isn't English amazing?
No, it's not. It's cancer of the nth degree.
Yes.
Come on. People learn English every day. It aren't that hard. I said that on purpose.
I know.
I know.
Quoting red versus blue.
I get the joke.
What do you have in your pants?
It's a doom.
But what gender are you?
Evil.
So, between the four of us...
You should have at least 200 feet of rope.
Oh, these pretzels fucking suck.
Hi, handsome Jack. The fuck are you doing here?
Fuck, why not? Plus, vines.
What stallion?
We're in a jungle. There are vines
Yes.
almost everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
We need to be
forage.
fairly
And now you have to take not the
Yeah,
rope.
They really don't have to be. They don't have to be strong. They just have to be able to knot.
Points up the real quick math and knot them all.
Yes.
Fun.
So,
So let's engage in arts and crafts.
Get the show on the road.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while all this is going on, I'm just still
Never.
admiring...
I hand you 50 feet of hempen rope. Tie knots about yay far. We're parallelizing the work.
It
Many
takes
hands make
you...
light work.
Combine between all five, if you could tie one, if it takes you maybe, let's say, 10 seconds to tie a rope. I mean, not rope, but knot.
Yeah,
God
just
damn it.
not in the rope. You're not even needing to
And
tie.
you're doing one about 5.5 feet apart.
We're spacing them about 10 feet.
Okay, 10 feet apart
Just
for
for
rope.
easy measurements. And this doesn't have to be dead knots on. There's some tolerances that could be allowed.
So we say there's 200 feet. And bring up my calculator.
20 knots.
Alright, so it'll take
Would
you...
it be 19?
Fuck. Fence board. Your fence posts.
So let's say it'll take you
Need to
about
tie
maybe...
something.
I don't know, what do you think? 4 minutes per rope per person?
Or maybe 4 knots a minute. Or maybe... Yeah. We're doing this... We're doing just like a simple overhead knot. We're not
Yes.
doing any fancy Boy Scouts tomfuckery.
Yes, we're looking...
We're using marker. We're making markers. We're not trying to hold anything together.
Yes.
Except for the rope itself, but it's doing a pretty good job of that.
Yes.
Alright, so it takes you all maybe a grand total of... Help me out here.
Maybe an hour or two. Like, truthfully.
Not a lot of time.
Yeah.
I see. I don't think it would be terribly long.
No.
Because you're not doing any fancy like
Yeah, I'm
you're,
doing an
you're not doing
overhead
any
knot.
fancy Boy Scout Slipknot
Yes, you were just
uses, but at the
I
same
love
time, you
that.
want to make sure that the knots are strong enough that they won't come undone.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
just a matter of move out about 10 feet, do the same thing. Rinse and repeat. And you do that until you're done with the rope.
And then you tie all the ropes
Yeah,
together.
and
so
then
the
you
fact of
join
the
those
matter-
together.
is we already know that it's at least about 90 feet, so we wouldn't even have to start at the very beginning.
Yeah, we could work out about effectively 2 ropes worth,
Yes.
and then go from there.
Yeah.
Which would cut down our time by a quarter.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
This would be.
Yeah,
this
it
is
would
true.
take us maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is true.
Like, total.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's menial.
It's tedious,
It's hard
but it
work.
needs done.
It's
Yes.
hard work, but it's honest work.
It's not even hard.
And
I
is
mean,
it
I don't
really-
know what type
and
of
is
rope
it
you're
really
working
honest
with.
work because you're doing this to commit murder?
Murder on an eldritch god that's been holding people hostage. I
True.
would argue that these things balance out, or at least that tips the scales in some way.
Oh, there's someone out there going, but that's immoral!
But there's also the
In
moral
the strictest
implications.
definition of lawful evil, or of lawful good.
Yes.
In technicality.
But also, we're also
survive.
planning to create an ecological disaster, which, I mean,
Which could affect the entire continent, if not the entire world.
well, fuck. At that point, I have a legendary fucking thing from a demon.
Just go somewhere else.
That is true.
So
But you have no intention of using it.
exactly, I have no intention of gutting a fucking lake.
What
Or
you do have intention
of cementing the entire lake. I'm just gonna cement like the bottom quarter of it.
Yeah, what you do have intention of doing is finding a way to get rid of that thing at some point.
Exactly.
yes.
Anyway,
And the same way
we
that I plan
have
on
your
killing-
polyjuice potion. You have your rope. Who all is going besides Ved?
No one. Supposed to be a solo mission.
I would sink. I can't.
It's supposed to be a solo mission, apparently.
Yes, I think. The
I think one other person should go.
I'm a cat.
Yes, at least be tending to the rope or something. Like, if
I'll
you
stay
know,
on the
if
surface
he
and
just
hold the rope.
like
I'll do that.
turns into
And
a
I,
turns into a Koatoa or whatever,
you
and
would
just
have to take
jumps
off
into
your armor.
Why? I'm not going into the water.
because
You
you're-
can't swim. Then we have to do trigonometry, and then we need a lot more rope.
Oh god, I can't just stand on solid ground and just handle the rope from there. It can't be
No,
that
it has to
easy.
be a straight shot down.
I don't know.
I mean, I could go. I'll get pipes up.
just flying over.
How
the-
about this? We draw straws. Shortest goes.
I'm not a very good drawer.
Where are the straws?
Not you.
Okay.
I magic some up. There
Okay.
are 4 of them.
minor conjuration?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do then. Alara conjures up a rope and cuts it into 4 pieces.
Or I can just speak.
Alara, Carlos, Akio, Ink Eyes.
In deux plus.
Roll a d4.
Whoever has lowest.
Whoever has the lowest is going.
Going with them?
Yes.
Then I'll volunteer, and then Carlos will go with them. Carlos will gladly go with them. Carlos on the assumption that this is supposed to be a solo stealth op. If we need a second person to go with them, then Carlos gladly volunteers.
Just to manage things short.
Yes, no, Carlos will volunteer.
Okay.
Fine.
Head over
Go
here.
or go on then.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to hand you
That
also.
works too.
I'm going to hand you a thin jar, like a thin glass vial
Okay.
that's empty. That is the ballast for the rope to keep it straight up.
Okay.
I'm gonna need a potion to stop me from getting my fuck, and another potion to turn me into a fish. That's not what it does.
I made a kettle full.
Yes, but you only have one bottle. I need another bottle. Exactly. There you go.
Just
Technically,
there you go.
Technically, you have to turn around, walk back into the
Drink.
tank, grab another bottle, uncork it, scoop, pour.
So you're saying
pour,
Alara had her
pour.
arm like this the entire time?
No,
just hold on a second. Walks like moon walks back.
Yes, just
no, just slide back.
transposes back.
Yeah, translates back.
No, better yet.
Comes back.
Better yet. It's like Gary Munch. You just snapped and froze your hand in place, and then the rest of you just slid backward and extendo arm.
Delete
No clips through the
Yeah.
admin comes in.
No.
What the fuck is going? So I suppose it's gone at this point.
Len, no, just this thing that vanishes. Tool gun. Tick, 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 tick. No clip. Near, effectively.
Okay, so Ved and Carlos are going. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
You have everything you need. You have your rope. You have your 2 potions. You have you have your rope. You have your 2 potions. You have your potion. Is there anything else that you need to bring along besides yourself?
Before you leave.
Because
This
Fuck
question extends to you as well.
fuck, presumably this is a fucking James Bond film, and I presume at this point that makes me Q.
Yep.
That's very bold.
I mean, he is technically lowering down.
I need a pen that if I click it once, it'll vibrate. It's like a shell on the guy's ass.
Okay, you're going with something else.
I'm going with Cyanide and Happiness, James Bond take. Which, if you get a pen that vibrates and doubles as a vibrator, you get a flashlight that doubles as a flashlight, and an umbrella that doubles as a multi-layered dildo.
No, I thought you were going with because this is a James Bond thing. It's a pen that turns into
explodes.
yeah,
GoldenEye. You click it 3 times, it goes boom.
yeah. Click it twice more, it deactivates, and yeah, because I remember in that. It must have been GoldenEye.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
GoldenEye
he was
because one of the
spinning
bad guys had a compulsion where he would always click his pen. He had Bond's pen. Click, 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 boom.
Yeah, and James. Yeah, he was actually like, oh fuck. He's keeping track and like slowly.
You might want to stop doing that. Click, click. You might want to not do that again. Click, click, boom.
But yeah, that's what I thought you were going with.
This
No.
Stealth is priority. Please don't be an ass.
I think
I mean,
the
the good
one
thing I
thing
have
is
Ideally, you don't need to use the disguise.
the good thing I have a 20 dex.
Yes.
That doesn't mean shit if you happen to roll a 1.
Well, I'm also meaning don't be stupid.
Here's the thing.
Like
The moment I started going, my first thought was, again, jump back to it, just say, okay, alright, so Carlos, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this, and then Carlos. Chickens!
yeah, stealth does not account for stupidity.
That
That
Carlos is like, sorry, I didn't hear anything past the word go.
No, that's the aboleth, and just, my name is Carlos Bass, I come for your ass.
Yes,
The aboleth response. What?
What
is an
I don't even have an ass.
It's gotta have a poop hole, that's close enough to an ass. Unless it's an owl, at which point it just regurgitates everything, which...
No, owls still shit.
No,
Yes, they do.
They regurgitate the indigestible bits.
Yeah, they
Like bone and fur.
regurgitate. The
Point stands, though, it's got a poop hole. It's got a poop hole, that's close enough to an ass.
yes.
That or just,
What I'm-
my name is Carlos Montoya, you killed my father, Papa has to die.
What I'm saying is, don't be stupid. Ideally, you don't even need to use your disguises, or you don't even need to use the potions. Those are a secondary measure. Ideally, you don't have to use them.
I thought Ved was to take the potion as soon as he was to get
Yes.
into the water, so that
No, you take the potion. You take the potion to get past everyone,
okay.
and then get down.
Okay.
That should last you about an hour, plus or minus about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Get up and get down with the sickness.
Yes.
Ideally, you don't even need to use the potions to begin with to get through. That is your disguise kit.
Right.
Yes, okay, Spy.
Yeah, ideally, you...
Lassie,
Yes.
when I kill up each one stock, his shit goes tits up, and it runs out midway, and we have a plan B one.
Take your spare.
What's that?
Your spare.
Spare what?
Spare
All the juice.
Oh.
Yeah. That,
And
in case
case
shit,
they-
shit goes tits up.
I warn you, that probably tastes like awful.
Like awful.
Given
English good there, though.
Given how it
that's
smells,
not
No, awful is not an adjective.
It's a noun.
Yes, it's a noun. It can be used.
O-F-F-A-L. As in-
That sounds so fucked.
No, A-double-F-U-L.
I feel like the proper should be it tastes awful, not
Yeah,
it
it
tastes
used
no,
to be a
awful.
good thing.
No, awful as in effectively vomit
Oh.
or viscera. It's mostly described for like internal organ-y stuff.
You know the culture of this shit.
Yeah, I warn you, it probably tastes fucking disgusting.
Step off to the side with the brewery supplies that I have. Actually, and I just made myself a fresh batch
No.
of raspberry moonshine.
No,
Do not mix.
I can't account for what alcohol and for what that will do to your brain. You need to be sober for this.
Drinks it.
Then you can't go on this mission because I have no idea what being drunk will do to your brain chemistry.
No. I just drink it and just stroke. Just
Just instant stroke.
I would suggest listening to Alera on this, though.
Mainly
probably
for
right.
the potion of mind shielding. I don't know what that will do.
Plus, if you do have to drink the disguise and you're drunk, that's going to tip them off.
wee bit. But they're not allowed to drink.
Also, I smell alcohol on your breath. But I don't know what you're.
Although we also had the hypothesis that maybe alcohol disrupts the shit too.
Exactly, that's what I've been saying.
Well, I mean, disrupts the mind control shit.
That's what I potentially.
Let's not test it.
Yeah, let's not find out.
Let's not tempt fate.
Yes,
All right. So
we're min-maxing our success or our chances of
all right,
success
well,
on
here's
this.
the thing. Here we go.
Godspeed.
Whee!
Woohoo!
If you're not back, or if you're,
Game Bowser.
We're not
you're
there
not-
yet.
Hey, Bowser?
if you're not back in the day, we're going to presume that you're dead. In which case, I'm going to encase the entire place in cement. Good luck. No pressure.
Everyone, synchronize your death watches. Ding.
But a day goes by. Oh shit, they're dead. Alera just walks in.
We just get lost.
Gentlemen.
And starts pouring cement into the lake.
No.
Alchemist jug cement.
Oh, no. You just walk down the stream, make sure it works, and just like midway down the stream, just find me and him just in the stream, just
Fuck. Well, guess I gotta.
We're just like right out of the water and just like, help.
and then like, we left you, bitch. Fucking free us.
Like I said, this shouldn't take you a day.
And the thing is, even if we were petrified, then, like, not petrified, but, like, stuck in the cement, all he has to do is be able to move his lips. It just, he's out.
And then
And breathe.
Carlos Santos goes, strength check. Gah!
Wait, hold on. Looking at the alchemy jug stuff, obviously you can't use cement, but what would happen if you were to fill the entire lake with mayonnaise?
It would,
Carlos
not
Santos
mix,
has
it would not
PTSD.
mix well, because you're
Don't
mixing
give me
lipids.
ideas.
You're mixing lipids with water.
No, just fill it with alcohol.
Like
Again,
fish.
it would not mix very well.
Then you would have a drunk aboleth. That might be even worse.
And a drug Carlos.
So here's the problem with that though. Thing is, after like a certain point, which is supposed to be completely like 99% Sprite with him, 30% mark of alcohol, it would be fucking dead because your body has an alcohol poisoning's a bitch.
But at the same time,
Anywho, get
This
on
is
your way.
at the same time,
we-
this is
me
an
and head
elegant
out.
horror. We don't know its physiology.
Yes.
But anyway,
Get to it.
Only.
Ved starts to lead you through the jungle.
Yes.
It's about a 5-mile trip, which moving at this speed, last night it took you and Akio maybe, 3 hours, 2 hours?
Yes. But it's going to be a lot easier in the day.
But at the same time, he can't fly.
I mean, I could.
The question is, how far can Ved throw you?
Minimize your spell
No.
slots.
No.
Ved can.
Okay, Ved, point cast fly.
He can do that. Or he can
as soon as
upcast it.
they head out, I'm going to start making the potion or the other potion.
For the troglodytes? Okay.
No,
Oh.
the potion for the cement or the
Get prep
cement
for it.
factory.
Okay.
Because this will take me easily a day, probably more.
Okay. So, Ved and Carlos, as you're making your way through
Fly
the jungle.
speed of 60 feet for 10 minutes. How long did we say that was? Like little over a mile, like that you can cover before the spell ends?
About.
Yeah, because it was like 60 feet.
But if you want to minimize your spell slot,
It's like 10 feet per second.
I would just walk.
if you want to minimize your spell usage, so that way, you know, you can cast pretty much. You can cast.
If you go to the river,
Yes.
that'll be clear. Or that'll be a clearer shot
Yes.
because you're not going to be walking through thick foliage. There'll be like a bank you can just walk across.
Yes, but wouldn't there be less cover there?
Potentially, but you can stay in the tree line.
Yeah, you can follow the river.
Right.
Which path are you taking then?
I say water.
Yeah, path of least resistance.
Okay. So you start following the river, headed due west.
Yes.
It's about 50 yards away from your little campsite.
And we are doing this stealthily, I presume.
Basically, you're headed upstream, yeah.
Yes.
Because the water's flowing this way away from the lake.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
also, the sound of the river would also be helping conceal us as well.
possible. But
Perception.
after maybe 20 minutes of walking,
Yes, 3 atmospheres.
sounds about right. Why don't you two go ahead and make a perception check?
Oh, thank God for high perception modifier. Thank fuck for that. 11.
24.
Holy fuck! You're looking around, trying to listen, distracted by a water snake. You, as I imagine you're taking point because you know the area a little better.
Uh-huh.
You hear something walking. Sounds like it's on the other side of the river, which is about 150 feet wide, but it's not a very deep river either. It's pretty shallow. Like you can see the bottom maybe about 5 feet down.
Can I whisper to Carlos?
Carlos.
Whisper sweet nothing in my ear.
No.
As if he's actually whispering the words "sweet nothing."
Behind a tree. I hear something across the river.
Watch out, boss. About fuck.
Muscle memory.
Misgendering fuck.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Stuck my tree.
All right, as you two duck behind a tree, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Can Ved make this with advantage because of Boots of Elvenkind?
They give you advantage, yes.
And I didn't say it was my cloak of displacement? No, probably not.
Probably not.
I needed that. I needed that.
Probably not.
That's an 18 for Ved.
Bucks. What'd you get?
No, the advantage, right?
No.
No.
Oh, I got a 9.
What'd you get?
18.
Okay.
The dice were not in my favor. I'm retiring you. You rolled me fucking 3 times in one go.
As you hide behind your trees, you get your foot caught in a root. God damn it.
Motherfucker, son of a bitch.
And as you're doing that, you manage to pull your foot free just in time. As you both see coming out from behind a couple of trees, it looks like a patrol of troglodytes. Maybe there's 4 of them this time.
Couple Sahwagan.
No Sawagan.
No.
Take them out and let them pass. They'll call it.
No rush.
You get it.
Watch out.
They pass relatively quickly, though. It looks like they are on pretty high alert. You
Yes.
gather that they're probably on the search for the scouts from last night.
The lone dog. The lone.
But after a minute or so, they end up headed that way and making a turn to the south.
Ved is going to proceed as before, but now he's going to really, oh yeah, I have a potion that can disguise me, and I may need that sooner than I think I do.
It probably will take, it would take a little while for it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not instantaneous.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to go off the movie, it took them a few minutes.
No, it only took them a minute or so.
Still, it still took a little bit of time.
Yes, and we're gonna need the time. We're gonna need the time.
But after they pass by, you wait another minute or so and nothing else. Jungle's peaceful, relatively. So you continue on your way.
We're off to see the wizard.
You have about another 4 miles or so to go.
Yes.
The what?
If we get caught, perhaps the fastest Ved could provide a fast means of actually just being able to, like, fuck, you don't know where we are because we are literally hundreds of feet away.
Just dimension door out.
Yes, dimension door farther into the jungle so that they have no way of chasing after us. And if they're looking for a human and a lizard folk, then they wouldn't suspect these two ambling Kuwait.
They never suspect the human and lizard man.
They never expect the human inquisition.
I didn't expect a sort of Spanish Inquisition.
Anyway,
They expected.
we have 4 more miles to go. We continue on.
You continue on, still maintaining an eye. This time I'll ask for passive perception.
Here's
Yay.
an eye.
18.
Bed?
That would be 15.
Okay. You both hear, as the river kind of comes towards a bend that curves kind of like to the in my directions, except you're headed west, so it turns to the. This way would be south?
If you're facing
West.
west, right would be north.
Okay, so it turns to the south. You both hear some weird conversations coming from around the river bend. You can't quite make out the language.
Are you sure?
Yes. What language do you speak?
Draconic over here.
Draconic, common, deep speech.
Oh, maybe you would. Hold on.
I know Draconic and I know Common. Damn it! I'm not a high enough level yet. Ugh, but you just understand.
Nope, you don't know the language.
Stop.
But it sounds very. Basically, it sounds like the Buddy Patrol from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I think Ved would
Encourage Carlos to let's take a wide berth around where we can hear the voices from.
Where we can hoy the voices.
hoy the voices from.
Because if we
turn into those fish people right now, they'll probably try to talk to us like that, and we won't be able to talk back to them like that.
Yeah. That could actually be an interesting problem we didn't think about if we go into disguises. If we get stopped by another one, and they say, "Hi, how are you? How's the weather?" We're not going to be able to respond with shit.
Hi, how are you?
You're just walking past, hey buddy, did you catch the game last night?
And then we just look at him.
what are you talking about?
You alright?
Just play down. Play absolutely.
Hey guys, we got a dumb one here. No, he's not stupid, no. Dumb as in he don't talk.
Intruders! Ah, fuck.
So yeah, let's try to give them a wide berth.
Okay. I'll say that it's wide enough for them to not notice, plus as you walk past they look a little distracted. Because you see they have spears and they're trying to catch some fish. And failing miserably.
And sneak up. Dead.
I mean,
No.
Let's
good if you
not do
wanted
that.
to.
We could.
Let's not
that
risk
would
it.
leave 2 dead bodies.
And let's not risk it for the biscuit on that one.
And you already gathered that troop of troglodyte you saw earlier was searching for dead bodies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And these are not the dead bodies. that
Because they
we're
looked a little more alert, even though they still didn't see you.
Yeah.
These are not the dead bodies you're looking for.
They aren't.
We're looking for the comrade that got ganked and harvested.
But you pass by them pretty easily. They don't seem to notice. Like I said, they're trying and failing to catch a fish.
Right.
Fisherman eating fish. Is that technically cannibalism?
Probably, but
No, not really, because shark eat other fish.
Yeah, fish
And
literally eat other
Sharks eat
fish.
other sharks. So
People eat monkeys.
What?
People eat monkeys.
monkeys eat
Yeah.
monkeys.
Monkey see, monkey eat.
Chimpanzees have been known to eat their enemies.
Yes, and
It's kind of gross. It's kind of messed up. Anyway, after another couple hours of walking slowly and trying to avoid detection, which you do pretty easily, you spot the village through the trees and a couple of people.
People or trog?
People. They look like they're going about their daily business.
yes.
Okay,
Stay
yeah.
away from there.
I'm gathering tribe beats.
Okay. We are going away from
Goes, walks up to one of them. Snap, 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 snap.
yes, because that's more to detect us.
Also, your tribe mates, so you probably don't want us to have to euthanize.
That and they can fucking kill us if they want to.
I would advise at this point to track emotions.
That might be a good
Just
idea.
saying.
You're imagining what a lyric would be saying at this point, which is basically drink your potions, dipshit.
This is the last part, or this is the last moment where you would probably want to do that.
We haven't even seen the water line yet.
Yeah, but you're probably going to people.
You recognize it as your old village.
Yes.
But you see some of the few people just going about their daily lives. Waterline? There doesn't appear to be a water line from where you're standing, at least what you can see.
Yes.
But why don't you go ahead and make a perception check?
How fucking... Me too?
Yeah, both of you. We'll get to that.
We haven't even gotten there yet. I mean, if we flew up, we could probably get a good vantage point.
Perception is not so 14.
Okay. Uh-oh.
23.
Hot damn.
On a nat 20 or a 23 total?
It's a 23 total.
Okay. What did you get again?
Fucking 14.
Okay, so you're not entirely sure what you can see. As you're looking, you're thinking about where there would be a water line. Then you remember it's an underground lake. And as you remember that, you see, kind of off a little ways from the village, at maybe about 50 to 100 yards from where you can see. You see coming up from some kind of natural stone steps into an underground complex or cavern or whatever.
This is not
A couple
this is not the suspenseful music that we should be having at this moment.
I think that's the point.
You want? I don't know. You don't get any money from this anyway. Never mind.
I think the boy is supposed to be Little Village.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway,
But there she goes, that girl is so peculiar.
God damn it!
you did this.
How did I do this? Because I said Little Village?
Yeah, with a little village waking up to say bonjour, bonjour.
We are not replicating Beauty and the Beast.
I know.
And that's the point of this.
Wait. So there is a thing with Koatua
Yeah,
walking out of it?
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of coming up out of the ground, walking with steps.
Walking on sunshine.
If that makes any sense.
Yes. So that might be where they came from?
And as you think back on it, it's not like a big open lake in the middle of the village. It's actually fairly deep underground. Not underdark deep.
Yeah.
Maybe about 50 to maybe about 50, 75 feet down. You have to go down some stairs. And you haven't been to the lake itself, but you've been to the caverns.
How would that know how deep it was?
Okay, let me ask Ben. So I don't seem like I'm dictating what your character knows or does.
Mm-hmm.
Has Ved been to the lake?
Yes. I think, yeah.
Has Ved been in the lake?
I would think so, because being a lizard folk, that's pretty well lends itself toward,
Okay,
underwater
so
fishing.
you have to go underground a little bit.
Okay.
maybe about 50 to 75 feet down.
So, yeah.
So there is no above ground lake.
Okay. So then how would the dragon have known it was there? See, I thought this was literally like an above ground lake.
Yeah, same with me.
I should have specified.
Yeah,
sorry.
I thought this was like Lake Erie or Lake Bacall.
Yeah, that's on me. I should have specified. Sorry.
That's
about
all
that.
right. This interesting, but yeah. Okay.
Then we probably should go into disguise.
Alara wasn't kidding. You've drank some shit. This is probably the worst thing you have ever put in your mouth. Even for you, who has eaten literal shit.
Maybe not literal shit,
But still,
I mean, you've probably eaten things that have, or you've probably eaten things whole.
yes,
So, literal
some
shit.
this
Is some
is-
shit included.
god awful, and it makes you want to cut out your
Shit.
mouth. You almost feel like as soon as it goes down, you want it to come back up again, along with everything you've eaten within the last month.
That's reminds me of the time in fucking Bruin school. Oh, trying to be fucking rock in
It's
the
just
toilet.
that awful.
should have learned prestidigitation
Oh,
because you can flavor things with it.
Make it taste like
I didn't
chocolate
think about it. I didn't think about it.
sprinkle some prestidigitation.
I wouldn't have
make it taste
lasted.
like chocolate.
Wouldn't have been able to. Only lasts for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Still help
What
you down.
you have said in the past that Ben should learn prestidigitation.
Yes.
So just learn prestidigitation.
Oh, too
Yeah,
bad you can't.
it's a good spell.
I'm
I thought I
gonna
just chose not to.
roll a d4 here to
For
see
how long
it
it
takes. Not that long. After about a minute, you feel your body, your physical body, begin to change. It's a very weird feeling, having your bones broken and rearranged into different configurations. It's very strange feeling your skull elongate to that of basically a tuna fish. It doesn't
Bad time.
hurt,
At time.
but it feels very, very weird. And by the time you're done, you look like a Kuotoa. You look like a fish man.
Oh, incidentally, I know what our intermission song is going to be.
Oh God.
Question.
I mean, I haven't even been putting up songs. I've been putting up like little commercial things that I found online.
I know what it's going to be.
question. What happens to our clothing in this?
It melts into the form like
Okay.
Yeah, it essentially melds in.
Hey, if you're gonna tell me I just ruined my cloak of displacement and my bracers,
Well, one, those are magical, so they don't break like normal mundane fabrics.
okay.
You basically have anamorph juice. Your clothes just meld into your body and you gain the Kuotoa outfit, which is basically no more than a shredded loincloth.
Nice. I mean, there's a reason why his sword has lasted 1,000 or so years.
Checks out the fish stick.
You're freeballing it.
I mean, cod. Oh, cod.
Oh, find another croton. I like cookie.
Anyhow,
You just have an ovipositor.
the last thing that happened is your
I'm getting
skin
the
taking
clay
on that very...
I'm gonna shut my hand.
Best way I can describe it, this maroonish color. So it feels a little weird for you going from scales to smooth fish skin.
Yes.
It's you already have skin that's just changing color. But by the time you're done, yeah,
Let's get a move on.
you
We made an intermission here because I'm about ready to have my bladder.
basically look like this.
Here.
And yes, we shall call it a break because Carlos's bladder is screaming at him. So we're going to take a quick bathroom break.
So this
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood dice hoarder, Mika Burton here, and I'm super stoked because Dungeons & Dragons has trusted me to help announce something pretty big. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which is the new massive rules expansion book, is coming this fall. So DMs and players alike, get ready for a crap ton of new content. D&D has also trusted me, oddly, with teasing a little bit of new content from this upcoming guide, and as a Warlock lover myself, it is my pleasure to reveal the Genie as a new patron. Not only do you get to choose the element of your Genie patron to fit your vibe, but you also can decide what kind of vessel they dwell in and, go ham designing it. Each elemental Genie patron comes with their own different list of spells their little Warlocks can choose from, including, of course, the Wish spell, no matter which Genie you pick. The Genie patron has honestly so much versatility and diversity that I've never seen, and special features that it'll be really fun to aid your Warlocks on their journeys, and I cannot wait, personally, to create a new chaotic tiefling Warlock to unleash the ultimate Genie magic with. And actually, I don't have to wait that long, and neither do you, because the best part of this announcement is D&D Celebration. D&D Celebration will be a virtual event taking place from September 18th to the 20th. So gather your adventuring party, tell all your TTRPG friends, and join us at this completely virtual event. There's going to be panels, live gameplay, your favorite TTRPG streamers, and loads of surprises. So head on over to DungeonsandDragons.com for all the details. I'll see you there.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, we don't want to go to war today. But the Lord of the Lashes says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way. 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 Left, right, left, right, left. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Left, right. A crack on the back says we're gonna fight. We're gonna march all day and night and more. For we are the slaves of the dark Lord's war. Left, right, left, right. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, we don't wanna go to war today. But the Lord of the Lashes says, nay, nay, nay. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way. Left, right, 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 left, right.
Mr. Frodo!
Huh? What is it?
Oh, now we've gone and done it. Slept right through till daylight. With only this fool rock between us and them armies.
Look out!
What have we here? Two deserters? Up with you! Get in line!
We're in luck. He thinks we're orcs.
Luck? Good sir, we're going to be marching with the whole blinking army back to Cirith Ungol, where we started from.
Come on, you slugs!
Where there's a whip, we don't want to go away today. Where there's a whip, the lashes a way. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
I can't continue.
I'd rather be singing a good old Hobbit song myself. Well, at least they gave us provisions for our packs. No orc food's enough to turn a rodent sick.
Samwise, we have got to break ranks.
Not while old Whipper there is watching. Don't worry, Master. The opportunity will come.
Just broke off for a minute and walked over to Nick's.
Starving Marvin.
Fuck! This is probably closed by now. It's 9.
Yeah, nope, they're dead.
Dead.
I am dead. Dave dead. Back out in pit.
Is that Jim?
Back out in pit. So where's that even from? It's just a Yorkshireman saying, or describing how his friend David has died, and where he is now currently located. Where's it from? Like what? In from
Is it like an interview on TV or something?
Game,
like a live
what?
broadcast?
It's just a thing from YouTube.
Okay.
You know how I got that, or you know how I got the goose on a train thing? From the same people.
Okay.
So, you two have drank your potion. You turned into fishmen.
Actually, we have drunk them.
You know what I mean.
Now we drinking them. I support his fucked up.
Did I say drinking?
No, you did you?
I don't
No.
know. I thought I
I
said
heard
drank.
drink. Yeah, I heard drink.
Yes.
So what do you do? The way you look at your shoulders like that, at first I thought you were going to say, we just saunter into town like we own the place.
Not into town. Toward the caves.
Okay.
We-
Number one rule of walking: you either walk like
Like to own the place.
Either you walk like you're the king, or like you don't give a fuck who's the king.
Fuck the police!
Not
Shut up,
so much
Ice Cube.
that just like
Coming straight from
walk with purpose.
Oh, no,
coming
wait.
straight
Oh,
from
no,
the
wait,
underground.
We walk inconspicuously.
Yeah, nobody pays you any mind. You do recognize a couple of the villagers. I have to pull,
Mom,
I
Dad,
have to pull out names here.
Nah, they're probably dead.
Bob. No, you get down to the lake, and your mom and dad's skeleton.
Ishmael.
Your mom and dad's skeleton is floating in the fucking lake.
In the time that it takes you, which is about another 50 or 100 yards maybe, space is warped and time is bendable. You do recognize out of the corner of your eye a bright green tiefling named Joka and the two lizardfolk twins, Sash and Tosh, just going about the day. Joka's actually working in the bar. You hear, I had 2 bottles of rum. Where'd they go?
I
got your belt.
Give me a belt.
But you make
But it's in Syria.
But you make it to
because
the
from twins.
caves, no problem. Start making your way down, and fortunately, you have dark vision.
Yes.
So,
What do I have?
dark vision?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they live in the Underdark, so I would imagine.
Yes. But Ved has dark vision because
Yeah, but
Carlos Bass has.
I'm
no-
wondering
Yeah,
if Terry
120 feet.
Terry, you have dark vision.
Yes, and
for the first time in your fucking life.
yes, but I don't know that yet. I haven't gotten down to the deep dark.
We're going into the cave.
I don't know it yet.
Within the first 20 feet, if you didn't have dark vision, it would be pitch black.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet that.
There's
We
no
haven't gotten to
sun.
the cave yet.
So everything's basically just lit up like it's dim light.
Yes.
What the fuck? Sorry. What the fuck? Nani? Nani the coño?
Nani?
This.
No, you.
Uno reverse.
I don't know. I love that idea of just JoJo just no you. I'm just this buff ass Japanese guy going no you.
No. Okay, one more. Shinderu.
No, you! Jojo and Kenshiro fought in death battle. Kenshiro won.
Yes, he did. Jotaro fought him and Jotaro got it out on. To be, am I
Jesus God, what did I start?
What did you start?
In my opinion, now the close match that I can see going either way.
Anyhow, after about maybe 75 feet, things level off, and you find yourself on a little path, and you eventually make your way to a chamber. Looks like this is where maybe I'm trying to think. It looks like this is maybe where, it's like a little staging area, like maybe where they get the Kuotoa and the troglodytes get together to get ready to go out, make sure that they have everything they need and all that. And there's another path about basically, you know what? I'll just give you the map.
Maybe like HQ.
Well, let's give you the map I printed out.
Good.
I just found it on Google. You see that little path right there?
Entry?
That's the entry. You're in the cavern, right in front of it.
Also, I'll say just for the sake of simplicity, we're both together.
Yes.
Just do that way we're not.
Yes. Not crowded.
So you see
You got
this
the
path right here.
Yes.
that goes to another path that leads all the way down to another chamber, but also keeps going straight.
Yes, but
Do we want to
Ved, since he is,
You would know it.
yes, wanderer creature.
Uh-huh.
Would you know what's in that antechamber or a chamber, whatever the fuck it be?
No. Could be frogs for all we know.
Doesn't Wanderer just help you find... Just basically...
Excellent geographic memory. Like,
Yeah.
you remember the way that you came, and you can't get lost except by magical means.
It's kind of like a passive find the path.
Yeah.
The thing is, we could divert and maybe get some good shit, but stealth officer, let's not.
You can do that after we've freed the villagers.
Yes.
You actually hear down that way... Like, it's not just one thing, but it's a bunch. So it's probably a sleeping area.
That sounds like a barracks. That's not hot. So
Unless we feel like
And as you go forward, and as you go forward, walking, slow, but not so slow that you would catch the attention of anybody who would be watching.
Yeah.
The path goes forward, but then you find another branching path off to the right.
Do we hear anything?
Yeah, but do we hear anything on this?
You don't hear anything over there, but you do hear coming forward the sound of running water.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes, that sounds like the right.
And as you get into that chamber, there's a river about maybe 10 feet wide, maybe 6 feet deep.
Sidebar. This is not in character. I've never had to take a piss so part of my life.
Well, I mean, I imagine that's what you did back there.
The girl's like, oh, we're on a stealth mission to pull the fucking measure a lake water.
Man, I gotta take a piss.
There's so much water.
I don't have to worry about flushing. It flushes itself.
And then aboleth just finds it because I pissed. And then it's like, motherfucker!
I'm feeling a warm spot. Sorry.
The aboleth just jumps a tentacle out and just
Speaking of, let me see something here.
just spears me, just dead.
No. Bet.
You are bad. You are bad.
Thought you were hot.
Guess what? You are.
I'm hot, I'm fly. You ain't, because you're not.
I defused the bomb.
Someone set up us the bomb. We get signal.
I'm looking here. Hold on.
Main screen turn on. It's you. How are you, gentlemen? All your base are belong to us.
What do you do?
Let's try not touching that water.
Damn it.
What were you gonna do?
That habit that me and my sister have.
Drink the water?
No. Whatever you hear is, what are you doing or what are you gonna do? It damn near instinct to just respond, your mom.
Got him.
Doing your mom. Doing your mom. Doing your mom. Doing your mom.
What are you doing? I'm just taking after the kid. You lost it?
To which they answer, my mother's dead.
We're still doing your mom.
So that means you found the nearest cemetery, found her particular gravesite, dug her up, broke open the coffin, fucked the skeleton, put it back, put the coffin back, put the dirt back, came home.
Just
So it would seem.
Anyway, what do you do? And don't say your mom. I will throw Garmadon at you.
I'm
the thing is, your mom doesn't exist in this world, so it would be virtually impossible.
I will throw Garmadon at you.
Thy mother. No, Ved's mom. Thy mother.
Anyway, let's.
No, the
Calm
aboleth's
down.
mom.
Doesn't have a mom.
We're gonna give it a mom. We're gonna introduce it into his life and do
They
it.
lay eggs. They can.
We have to go to the other plane of existence just so I can do his mom.
You said how wide was the river?
About 10 feet.
10 feet.
If you got a running start, you could probably jump.
Yes. Boom. Both of us could do it. No, both of us.
Dude, you can breathe.
No.
You can breathe in water.
No, I mean,
As a Kuatoa.
yeah.
Yes.
Mind shield shit.
Surprised you haven't taken that for you.
Huh?
Surprised you haven't already taken that for you.
Actually, yeah, we probably would have taken that back when we drunk.
That's already good.
Yeah, he is already fine.
I would have actually probably drunken that back at the beginning of the fucking village.
I am
Oh, hey, we'll just assume that you did drink it.
Yeah.
I am already dead. So, let's jump this. He says to you, actually, I don't remember, does Ved know that you speak Draconic?
I believe yes. I believe they're the interaction we had while I was doing the whole bar thing.
Ved will say to you,
Let's jump this.
in Draconic.
Without the snapping part.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously, no snapping fish fingers.
Whoa! No, just cracks head off wall.
Do it!
No!
Sounds like Carlos.
No! I just pull a six-pack out of my ass, pull a cold one out of it. Woo!
Just dump the beer in the water.
Okay. You're going to try to jump the river.
Yes, we're going
I
You
will
can jump that far.
Yeah, that's covered by jumping speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because we have enough strength for that.
Jumps, somersaults, lands it.
you make it. You make it across. And as you're about to start walking,
He says they're looking at you. He looks over at me. So you ain't shit and die.
You cracked your head off the corner. You're dead. Your body's just is just bleeding into the river and floating away.
Yeah.
It's never to be seen again.
Slowly.
okay, so you jump the river.
Press after paper
You
specs.
make it easily. Might have to do a little roll or tumble to catch it to regain
A whistle,
your
a tumble, and a
balance.
fart.
As you start walking away, you hear a voice behind you. What are you two doing here?
Nerd!
And what do you do when you hear that voice behind you?
After I have my
Scatter!
That was in common, right?
It was actually in your head. Actually, no. I shouldn't have said behind you. You hear it in your head.
Is it common to where I hear it, or the deep speak in my brain
It's
just goes
common. It's common.
Okay.
You hear it in common,
Okay.
but it's in your head.
The thing is,
Mission's over, Ferdinand.
Mission failed.
Ring of Mind Shielding. It needs my permission in order to speak in my head.
And I'm effectively doing the same thing.
Yes,
Okay.
with the potion.
So it's just like they aren't there.
Okay, never mind.
It tries to connect, and you hear.
It sounds very faint.
Then when
It hears like the old AOL email connection, and then
the thing
just
is,
blue screen.
it wouldn't necessarily know that we're even fucking
What are you
here.
gonna say, Marcus?
It would need.
The party you called did not answer.
Marcus?
Yes.
How would it be able to speak in our minds without knowing? Oh.
What?
No. I know. Player knows. Character shouldn't know, and I shouldn't let him know.
Shouldn't teach him.
Yes.
You do realize that my brain can separate.
Be
character
gone,
from player,
foul,
right?
Yes.
Big ol' foul demon of taint.
Okay. You want to know how it can know that we're here? It can see through the fucking water,
Yes.
and we just
Fuck!
jumped over.
Fuck!
Over it.
Mad.
So, okay, let me rephrase. Because of your ring and your potion,
You hear a call?
it's very
Yes.
faint. Like, imagine you're talking to somebody on the phone, but there's something on, but there's some kind of interference, so they sound very far away.
Ved looks at you and
No Russian.
We play stupid.
Have a demon dumb. Pretty hard or pretty easy for you? What's your intelligence modifier?
it should be fairly good.
15.
I already said that.
That's more intelligent than
Well,
Ved.
then you can be intelligent enough to know how to play stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a drunk.
It's a compliment.
And Ved is going to perform being stupid.
Make a performance check.
I cannot do this. I do not. I mean,
You're
wait.
smart enough to play a dumb person.
Well,
Ved
no.
has to perform a check for this.
Well, no. If it's performance, actually, I have a +4 to that.
You as well, then.
That's that. I was saying, yeah, because it's like we're just doing basic intelligence shit.
How high is your charisma?
Well, no. The problem is my.
You have proficiency in performance?
Because of fucking the thing, the Drunken Masters.
Huh.
They gave it to me.
I'm not even
my
blue
God.
dye. Blue dye's been fucking me all day.
What was it?
16. I swallowed
Mod 20.
spit while I was trying to breathe in.
Nuts.
What'd you get?
10.
Was your 16 the total or just the roll?
It was the total.
Okay. So you think you managed to make it convincing. You think you managed to make it somewhat convincing? You, on the other hand, you try and you're like, I don't think this is working. And as you're playing, basically you start acting like you would if you were drunk. Fuck! And during your stumble, you turn around and you see, as you basically just do like a little pirouette, you see, it looks like... I showed you the picture of the aboleth, right?
My brain heavy on that one, Chief.
Yes, you've showed us it.
I'll show him again.
Yeah,
Yes,
but yes,
show
for,
it to
for
him.
clarity's sake, because repetition legitimizes.
It's this, but it looks like it's made out of water.
Okay.
It's just kind of staring at you.
What are you doing in my swamp, bitch?
Because of your potion and your ring, you can't quite hear what it may be saying. But you know the look of an angry creature when you
God,
see
it looks like the sound of a moray. It looks like a moray.
Yes.
Or not a moray, a lamprey.
A lamprey. Yes, I
Lamprey.
said that like weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about moray, and then you changed it to lamprey, so that makes my comment invalid.
Yes. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, good.
But again, it's still very faint. But you can't make out what it's saying. You sense it. You get the sense it's in common, but you can barely hear it because of your potion and your ring. Real quick, hold on. Yeah, never mind.
Does Carlos look around to Ved? Because Ved has not looked back.
Up to you. Because during your drunken stupor, you do a little pirouette and you see it.
I tried to do it nonchalantly and I realistically
You
like
should call-
take my hand and kind of just like tap yours like just nonchalant and just no, he doesn't have that. I just tap your hand and just
You could say something to him in Draconic. He would-
yes. In Draconic, dragon. No.
Dragon.
No.
Please.
Behind us in the water.
Please.
Or that subtle thing of it's in the
Buffalo.
buffalo. Behind us. In the street.
Hold on. Can you give me a second?
What are you doing?
I'm just. I need to.
And these
I need to get the silly out of my system.
I don't think that's going to.
Ved's got
If it does happen, it won't last long.
Ved's got the
Look who you're sitting around.
Yes, but I'm trying to get the silly out so that I can have an appropriate response to it.
Marcus
got
fell
the
asleep.
giggles. Ved's got the giggles.
Up there.
Sorry, bud. I just realized, Len, blackout much.
Did we see the? Yeah, we got to the other side of the water.
Like you can
Yeah,
see.
you jumped
we can
over, and that's
see-
when you
I love
faintly heard
blackout.
it in your head.
Yes,
Yes.
but we can see the tunnel that is up ahead of us.
Yes.
Look, the only reason why I didn't wear my tie is because I didn't want to wear a tie.
And I spelled fucking coke over my fucking black panda and change out.
Look how well that worked out.
Yeah, no shit.
Let's run into the tunnel and then stop. Don't keep going. Stop.
And he bolts.
I follow suit.
You hear a splash behind you, and you figure that the water image dissipated.
And at the part where
We stop.
running shit runs down Carlos's leg.
No, we stop.
Carlos, this is the part where he kills us. Vet, this is the part where he kills us. Aboleth, this is the part where I kill you. Subtitle, this is the part where he kills you.
Trophy, the part where he kills you.
Ved says,
We're so
Are
both.
you saying this in common or draconic?
Draconic all the fucking way.
In Draconic,
Okay.
Now imagine if we were killing a mind flayer.
Fuck.
That would arguably be easier.
True, but still, fuck.
Why?
Mind players are also telepathic bastards from the from
Underdark?
Yeah, from the Underdark.
Yes.
Who also come from the far future.
And who eat brains. Literally.
Yes.
No, hence the name.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah, they're like big Cthulhu things.
If you come across one, you're fine, but if you come across a whole colony, you might want to consider turning the other way, boyo.
The jig is up. It's suspicious. It knows we're here. But that wasn't it.
That was like a projection of it.
They can project themselves
What
in
do you
water,
mean
but
that
they're
wasn't
intangible.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
It certainly would look like it. But that is not the thing. Otherwise, it would be right behind me.
And to be fair, it looks very much like it's being punched in size, and for that part, it's not punchable.
The thing is, if we follow this and we eventually get to the lake, it knows we're fucking coming.
Yeah. We officially got.
We don't know how far down it may be.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard Red swear.
Yeah.
First time I can remember.
He's
Anyway.
swore before.
He just
We're
doesn't
on the
feel little,
verge.
I forgot.
We're on the verge of going full tits.
What?
Red hair. No.
Full tits up. You realize, wait, do I have fish tits?
No! That was even funny! No, fuck.
DeviantArt's bad enough. Don't give anyone else any more bad ideas.
Go on DeviantArt and look up any first name followed by the hedgehog.
No.
No. I've already started.
Lad, fuck us. That's telepathic with everything else. And they just wanted us. Lad, I think that the more we think, get the fuck out, because I think we're about to get sealed in here with a lot of fuckers.
He can teleport.
The point,
He's not. You're not trapped so long as you're with him.
And yes,
This is taking me a lot longer to articulate than it would probably take Ben to articulate. Probably.
Yes, he is hesitating.
Yes.
And choosing his words carefully.
we can run straight for the lake, and I can try to get down as far as I can, and then as soon as I can't anymore,
lad, better idea. Rather than entering that fucking water, I got feel work. It's not viable at this point. I pull out my fucking femur of a fish boy that I'm using at the club. We tie this to the end of the rope. I full fucking hole throw that thing into close to the middle of the lake, and we fed the buoy out. We call that, and we use that what rope is left to gauge how much rope is in the water. We call that good. We get the fuck out.
but it will take time,
But then you're not crawling 1v
marginally less. Because tridents are able to be usable in water.
Yes.
Because they're just thrusty weapons.
Yes.
What is a trident, or what is a javelin, but a one...
Yeah, I have a javelin.
Yes.
Yeah, but a one-pointed but a one-pointed trident.
So yeah,
Yes.
I just tie it, yeet it, and then use the measured rope to then estimate the rope that's out of the water with the rope that's in the water to estimate how much rope is in water, and then...
and if you feel a little bit of the weight go away, you know he bit it.
Yeah.
You're not fishing.
But why would this thing tolerate just a random bone on a rope?
Curiosity.
Stop, bitch! Kenny, hit the aboleth right in the fucking head.
Yeah, it doesn't even know why we're here. So and it doesn't know our true identities either. So
Yeah, what little you caught, it sounded like it was asking, what are you doing here?
The fuck are you doing?
Almost like if you could imagine...
There was a cool... Wait.
Yeah, almost like you could imagine, guys, what are you doing here? I told you to be out there.
yes.
Dumbasses!
Forgot my spear.
No, we wanted to see how
there was
useful
a
it was.
coolant leak, weapons malfunction. Okay, now.
What?
How are you?
How are
The
you?
funny thing is, they pulled that in Transformers Prime, and it worked.
Of course.
Anyway,
What's your identification?
Let's continue to the
How are you?
and see
I'm
what
doing
we can
okay. Have a good day.
Let's continue to the lake
What's your
and see what we can
identification
do.
Yeah,
And
sorry, you're breaking
if
up.
shit hits
Wham!
the fan,
We got company!
What's our
I got you.
identification number?
Okay, let's do the speed idea. That'll save us a lot of time.
yes.
Okay,
Let's
here.
relax.
Before we go in there, take this. I hand you the javelin. Do the appropriate rope tie in.
Yes, he's whole.
And then I take
Hold
spear
it
because
for you.
I'm. What's your strength, soldier?
He's got it. You got it.
You probably have.
If I got 15 on my strength.
You're good.
Yeah.
He
Mind
knows
you,
he's stronger than
That's
you.
only a +2 though, so. My dice have been fucking me all night long. I haven't rolled double digits yet.
Dude, it won't take much to throw a putt or to throw something.
But if there are
normally-
bends in the
Yeah, but it doesn't need. It just need. Or it'll settle. Like it'll go straight down from the buoy,
yes, but if there
Eventually.
are bends in the water, like
currents.
well,
Yeah.
even that, like if there's like tunnels. or
I just need a
whatever.
rough approximation.
But the thing is,
Like I don't need it to be spot on.
but the aboleth may not be down that like maybe farther down than
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
further down,
That's
I can. I'm just setting a depth charge to specify a level
Guys,
at
I
which
think
I
you're,
start classification.
Not trying to push you in any particular direction, but I think you might be overthinking it a little bit.
okay. Try it. Fucking try it, because
I know how this is going to work.
Okay.
Vaguely.
Okay.
And I don't need a very precise level of measurement.
and no
We know the aboleth is a variable,
yes.
but that's about all you know. You know it's in the water. Where it is, you don't know.
And I can
If you want to go through with this, it's up to you.
Yes. Let's
Let us not tarry.
TARY,
Yes.
not TE.
Yeah. Okay. We get it. So we get in there. We get. Yeah. But basically, we go.
All right, you make your way to the lake, and you see the river that you just jumped over is coming out of like a little hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Meets the lake, which is about
It's a dirty free for all.
100 feet wide, maybe a good 400-foot radius, and it connects to another river going that way. You can't see anything in the lake, so you just get as close to the shore as you dare, and
Question: how far out is middle?
150, 200 feet.
Fuck.
The picture doesn't do it justice, but it's a pretty big lake.
Fuck. Range 30/120.
yes. But the thing is, you're not aiming for something specific.
Yeah,
there.
you're just throwing it.
you're just throwing it for
You're just
distance.
getting up and yeet.
Yes.
Yeah,
aiming
you're
for
not-
the middle of the
Holy-
lake so that hopefully the deepest part of the lake is in the
Yeah,
middle.
the majority of the error in throwing stuff is
Aiming.
hitting something specific.
All right.
Yes.
let's-
You're not. You're
You are-
hitting. You're
It's
going to hit
okay,
the water.
This is going to be a
You are
low
leading.
DC roll, just so you know, because you're just hucking something in a
Thank
particular
God!
direction.
I'm gonna fucking crit. I'm calling it now. I'm going to fucking
Well,
crit.
let's find
on a
out.
shit roll.
Let's see.
Nut up or shut up.
No, but I did roll double digits finally.
It's 14 plus
16.
whatever.
14 plus 2 then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it pretty much your maximum throw, and it goes. It gets like a perfect arc.
Perfect. Perfect. Now I'll pull him to safe.
Floats for a little bit, and then just slowly,
Yeah.
and the rope starts going along with it.
Yes.
It's not going down like, but very.
Yeah, because you attached a very small weight to it.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't have really any.
Now, if you attach him to it, it'd be going down a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
And probably take the ballast with
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yes.
take everything with it.
Yes.
So let's spitball here. Let's wait till it sinks.
That's what we're doing. You're not there. Well,
Yes. But the voice of Alera.
Echoes through your mind is what you would be saying.
I started hearing Laura's voice in my mind. I proceeded to take my dagger, aim it at my fucking eyeball. That
One
my
last trip to Flavor Town.
The moment I start hallucinating it, nope.
I pull out a dagger, I dip it in barbecue sauce. One last trip to Flavor Town.
No, I just find myself.
Get out of my brain.
No, I just find myself at a nearby rock and just take the dagger. You want to see a magic trick?
No, my favorite thing is this knife is covered with a very potent poison. One cut will kill you. How'd I do that?
Why did I do this?
Why did I do this? Just I have damage.
No, it's just.
I shouldn't have done
You'll
that.
see this dog. I'm gonna make it disappear. Jammed it a little bit into the ear.
Ta-da!
I immediately regret this decision.
Yeah, maybe we should stay a little bit away from
Backwater. Back out in pit.
Back up.
Okay, make a stealth check then, both of you. Just to see how good you hide.
Well, we're not. I wasn't thinking about hiding, just distancing ourselves from
This
the
is
water.
just to see how good you are at doing that.
Okay.
What you get?
Hold on. Need character sheet real quick. I'm
going to argue that this is a hiding check as opposed to
Essentially, yeah.
movement. So
10.
I will not roll with advantage on this.
10.
Even?
Even.
Okay.
Ugh, that is also a 10 even.
Fuck! I mean,
with mod.
You're not doing it to be sneaky. You're just doing it enough so that way, so that way, considering that it manifested itself as a water image, you're out of sight enough so that way if it does, it won't spot you physically. And you think you are. You're
we could drop prone.
You can do that.
There's, if there's a certain lip to, where the lake,
It's pretty smooth though.
Yes.
Like there is a little bit of a dip as it goes into the lake, like where it slowly begins to drop, but not like a sheer drop. That's like if you were going into a lake at the beach.
Right. But we're not like standing in water.
Right. You're good, maybe. You threw it out 120 feet into the lake, and you backed up a bit from the lake, so you probably would have backed up maybe 40 or 50 feet, and then drop it.
Wait, that would mean that we don't have nearly enough rope on this.
I gave it 200 feet.
Yeah, 200 feet. But we cast it 120 feet out.
No, that's why there's a fucking little buoy on it.
Yeah, there's a ballast, so it's just going straight down.
So
That's exactly why I didn't want ink eyes to stay there, so we don't have to do trigonometry.
Okay, so
we're not foiled. We're not foiled.
But the thing
by
is,
theta.
Like we would need. But how can we tell that we would only know, the rope is taut or it's not?
No, because water, rope can float.
Yes.
Until you actually purge the water from it.
So we kind of need to watch and poke our heads at it to see. Okay.
Yeah, because all I need you to do is work out how many knots there are above the water, and then you can do math to work out how deep it is.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to point out this whole endeavor, from drinking the potion to getting down to this point, has taken about 35 minutes.
Okay.
Wait. No, my concern, the mind shield thing.
Yeah, how long does that last?
An hour.
Yes, and you gave Ved at least one.
I gave you both one.
Because she doesn't know about your ring.
She doesn't know about the ring.
Right.
I don't think
Ved insisted that
exactly
that
because of secrecy.
Yes. Insisted, but Ved
The less I
insisted
know, the
that he yes. So, okay. So, do you start worrying about the?
I would reckon I probably know it's been about 35 minutes, and I'm starting to sweat bullets, kind of Lottie, in the event that the time is up, I've got myself a vial to basically kill myself. I am going to use it if time starts to go up.
Wait, what?
Down here.
This isn't what Ved is
I forgot
getting
my
at.
vial of Mind Smasher that I haven't used.
Yes.
Smash.
Yeah, I drink whatever consumes it. basically their brain.
Kaiba, mind wipe.
Oh God!
Essentially, it's wisdom save. If you fail, your brain forgets everything, including how to make it your own heartbeat and how to breathe.
You delete System 32
completely.
Yes.
And you're dead instant. If you succeed, you go unconscious. Because it.
Anywho,
Do you
what Ved is getting at,
.exe? Yes.
What Ved is getting at is, he can just hand you his potion of mind shielding.
Bloody, you'll need that. Wait, you haven't drinking that yet?
Nope, I haven't needed it so far.
I'm not going to question it. I'm going to assume it's magic.
Do you believe in magic? In your heart, for the music and free.
That song.
Whenever it's time. Magic.
So how
That's
do you want to
gotta be the that's gotta be the
Well,
intermission music.
No, I've already established it's the Reggae Best thing.
We wait until the
Do you believe in magic?
the rope stops. Like it stops going. Like we need.
And if it goes, like, if the full thing goes under,
Yes.
then we know it's greater than 200 feet. I know I can set it at 200 feet.
Yes.
And that'll be fine.
Well, 200 feet plus 100.
Yeah, I'm setting a depth below which is cement.
Yes.
I'm setting the floor.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to roll a
Floor.
d6. Each
I'm
number
making a floor.
represents 10 minutes.
On like how long it takes the bone to.
Yes. Which means you'll have to drink your other potion of mind shielding, and you'll both have to drink your other polyjuice potion. Because it takes another 30 minutes.
It takes a fucking hour for this thing to dry, or for this thing to go down.
Well, that depends. How long do you want to wait?
Well, we're waiting until the rope is stopped.
I'll say this.
Because
I'll say this. I rolled a 3 on a d6. Like I said, each number represented 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, if you want to give it another 30 minutes, you can. If you want to go out before then, you can. Up to you.
the thing is, we're just waiting on the rope. Like
the rope is still sinking.
Yes. So
damn.
Still.
But after 30 minutes, that rope is still sinking. That buoy them and dragged under.
Okay.
At that point, we're talking abyss levels of deep.
Yes.
Okay.
But by the time we see the buoy go under, we'd be like, we just
like
need
this
to
would
fuck
be
off.
singular minutes. We're just we're waiting for something to drop 200 feet at most.
Okay, let me find
Yes.
a D10
and into water.
10 minutes later.
Okay, that's a bit more.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Trying to figure out time can be confusing.
Yes, I mean, it is.
Space
it
is worth
taking-
it. Time is bendable.
It is. I mean,
both are things.
It would take time for just a bone.
So by this point, it would have been about 45 to 50 minutes.
Okay.
For your stuff.
Okay, so that's the point at which,
the rope appears to no longer be going down.
Okay, so
is there any rope floating?
Yes, there's about out of 200 feet. Maybe
Keep in mind, I've divided this up into, we've divided this up into 10 feet segments.
Yes.
So yeah, knots. So how many knots are floating will tell us how many feet is on the top.
How many tens of feet we get.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are maybe... Okay, so there were how many knots in there again?
There would be 19 because of the... Or no, there'd be 21.
20.
No, because you have 1 at 0, and then you have 10, 20, 30, 40.
I'm not counting zero knot.
Yeah, but there would be the buoy, which would be the 0th foot knot.
That's what I'm not counting. Yeah, 21 knots.
Yeah, so...
There's maybe another... From what you gather from your distance and from where you are, and as you kind of lean up, looks like there's maybe 9 knots left on the surface.
90 foot, so about 110 feet. So about 100 feet from my calculations.
So
makes sense.
How are you going to get the rope?
Fuck it. Doesn't matter.
We don't
Fuck
need
it.
the rope.
Okay.
I got 'em.
It's expendable.
Okay.
Now, if we had a weapon of returning,
Yeah.
or if we were an Eldritch Knight,
Yes. But we can buy more rope.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
buy more rope. We can make another spear.
Okay. So you estimate anywhere between 100 and 110 feet.
About 110 feet.
Yes, between 100 and 110. So a little bit more than your ballpark of 95.
Yes.
First, you're going to remove my
That is
javelin.
very-
It's lost of time and space now.
Has this 1,000-yard stare. Just
Why is it that let us be in here for so long?
Or it'd be 4 atmospheres.
Roughly.
Yeah, it'd be 4 atmospheres total. Because there'd be 1 atmosphere, and then there'd be 3.
Yeah.
So it'd be 4 atmospheres, actually. A lot of pressure.
At that point, you probably drag the thing out of water, it would just fucking die.
No.
Sun pressure adjustment. Fuck, kill it.
No.
Yeah, if you're...
100 feet is still relatively shallow.
yes.
Yeah,
If you were bringing up
Well, it would
from,
be-
say, the Mariana Trench, then you would have
Yeah,
a
if you bring up
blobfish situation.
Yeah, if you bring up a blobfish, then it just looks very sad.
Another thing. Your ears. Just, ugh. I can only imagine the headache. I mean,
That's why when submersibles go down, they go down very slowly to give your body and the internal pressure of the submersible time to acclimate and pressure
that's
And
why.
likewise, when you go up,
Because if you go up too
because
fast,
then you,
it bends.
yep, because then you get nitrogen bubbles coming out of the solution.
Anyways,
Anyway,
so we getting the fuck out of here.
actually,
If you got a way that gets the fuck out of here right now, we know how to do it.
He has a spell.
Yeah.
Yes!
literally a
But what part of Carlos Bass when it comes to magic has stat of 0?
You've seen us both do this.
He understands you're a magical motherfucker.
He's also in. You also have 15 intelligence. Like, your Arcana is +2. Like, you would understand.
You know magic. You just don't know the
Okay.
specifics of magic. And furthermore, you've seen us both use this spell.
Okay, Lottie, if you could teleport us out of here, teleport us the fuck out of here right now.
I think I'm gonna get that rope.
Lottie, we don't fucking need it.
I think I'm gonna get that rope.
What?
Don't stick your dick in the skim milk.
I'm sticking my dick in the skim milk!
Don't
Skim
stick-
milk!
The thing
Stick
is,
your dick in it.
it has not accosted us, even though it should know we're in here. Even though,
it does know you're in here.
yes, and we stuck around in here.
Maybe he doesn't think it's important.
Yes,
You're not there.
Yes. This is what Ved has gone. What has gone through Ved's head over the course of these 10,
For a while.
yes, this long while of.
It knows
Sheer
we're
amount of tension.
here. It's not doing anything. Either it doesn't care or it's up to something.
Yes.
In either case, be terrified.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Just come on.
Ved is going to. Jump out and swim as fast as he can.
Oh god!
That rope.
Boy, okay.
That's a choice.
He did.
Oh, sweet fucking Jesus.
Okay. You swim out as fast as you can with your
He has a 30-foot swim speed as a lizard
Yeah.
folk.
That's 4 turns.
Yes. Well, no, he could dash it. So it would be-
Okay, so that's 2 turns.
yes.
But that's one way.
boy.
You did not prepare. You didn't think.
Okay. I just rolled a perception check for it to see if it would notice you.
Yes.
Are you trying to be stealthy about this? I
He
imagine-
said as fast as he
No,
could.
he's dashing.
then that would be a no. So,
It would be disturbing the surface of the water, obviously.
you're swimming
Hey,
as
look, a
fast as you
seal.
can,
Hey, look, a seal!
even with your dark vision, and you
I mean, it's dark in here.
the
and
way you're
there's
the
water.
way you're kind of swimming. I imagine you're swimming like an Olympic swimmer, so you're kind of swimming like this.
Yeah, he can see the bottom.
Yeah, you can see the bottom, and you see the barrel-shaped body of the aboleth the three guys kind of looking up towards you. And one of the tentacles up.
Do you see any fish?
No, you do not see any fish.
Okay. Okay.
You got... Let me see here. Yeah, you got lucky. A 12 doesn't hit you, I imagine.
No, it does not.
But that's really all the time that it has to swing a tentacle at you before you grab the rope and haul ass back.
Oh no.
Dimension door.
Dimension door. He's going...
Well, what about Terry?
He has 2 casts of this.
Oh, you're gonna bop over to me and then bop us both out of there.
Yes.
Okay.
But you got lucky.
Yes.
Oh God, no!
What are you doing?
He grabs the rope.
Yes. Shocking.
This is it. This
I
is
hate you
no.
so much.
No,
man.
no, he's...
I hate you so
No,
much.
What are
he
you
grabs-
doing?
He grabs the rope. Dimension door.
We're out of here.
He grabs you.
Yeah.
And then we dimension door out to basically the outside of the cave.
The people of the village just see 2 Kuatoa appear in a purple door of smoke. Like Thanos appearing with the space stone. Just and they kind of look at you like, what the hell?
We run.
Cheese it! Laddie, let's get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And we run.
Vominos. May I use some sorcery points to burn to regain one of the 2nd level spell slots, please?
Yeah.
Danky shown.
So that popular tonight.
That is
That's me poking the group chat.
that is
What for?
for the
Letting Terry know that he
for the
doesn't need
nerds
to,
at home.
pick us up.
That would be
Terry?
6 sorcery
Joel,
points
shut
to
up.
regain 1 4th level spell slot. So he burns 6 of his current.
Let me guess, you're just going to dimension door as many times as possible.
Kind of, yeah. And he has this just big fucking rope and a bone on the end.
Which is soaking wet.
And soaking wet.
Why did you do that?
And
Fucking, you're a madman.
You're a madman.
Once we hit surface,
Mr.
I
Bed.
grab the rope off of you because I'm definitely the stronger of the 2 and I'm going to have an easier time carrying all this fucking weight.
yes.
Take it. Not that much weight.
Dimension door.
Huh? It's not
Again.
that much weight. 200 feet of rope soaking wet. Oh, fuck no, that's heavy as fuck.
Dimension door.
You have no idea how much weight water adds when that shit gets soaking wet. As someone who's had to carry 50 feet of rope soaking wet. No, that shit's rough.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
200 feet is fucking stupid.
Which is why Ved lets you take it. Ved, dimension doors you another 500 feet back the way you came. So, the village people see 2 Kuatoa appear,
Blah, blah, blah.
and in a couple more seconds, after some humming, boom, just gone. They don't know where they were.
Purple door of smoke, and then a green door of smoke.
And so we are 500 feet back on the way that we...
We're back on the riverbank.
Yeah. Like, we're definitely away from the village. What is a pretty good distance in the jungle.
Yeah. You're pretty well
in the
hidden by all the foliage.
Yes, the natural surroundings themselves
We'll
break line of
say
sight.
that you do manage to make your way back to camp, avoiding with no problems outside of maybe getting your foot caught on a root.
Well, if needs be, Ved can literally cast fly on the both of them and just...
I mean, if you want to do that too,
we
you can.
haul ass.
If you
with
want to do that
fly.
too, you can.
We eat grass and haul ass back.
Like I said, if you want to do that too, you can.
If it's not necessary, you probably won't because it doesn't seem...
You're basically hauling ass through the jungle, no problems outside, maybe getting tangled up in some vines, getting your foot caught in a root, but after...
like 10 minutes, our disguises are
Yeah, your disguises go away. Again, you do have to stop because of that feeling of your entire physiology, your anatomy just...
It's an ordeal.
Oh god,
Yeah.
not again.
Yeah, you're running, and then, oh!
but in reverse.
Druids do this the entire time.
Well,
all the time.
Yeah, but they're fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you're running, and then you feel the
They're
change is
used
starting.
Yes.
You don't eat shit, but you do stumble a little bit as your legs snap back into where they
Go
were.
from
Snap.
actually no.
Reality.
Well, no. In your case, it would be they would always be digigrade.
But for you, definitely. Again, it doesn't
You
hurt.
have to relearn how to work
It
or how to
doesn't-
walk
It doesn't hurt, but it leaves you very stiff.
Yes.
because you're going from having
You're going from digigrade to plantigrade.
Yeah, you're going from having backwards facing feet to people feet.
But after about another hour or so, maybe less, of just hauling after the jungle, you two return to camp, where you two are doing whatever, and you just see these two come back, look like they just got done run. Look at that, like they just.
You're doing whatever. I'm still brewing the potion.
And so was
these two come back, look like they just got done running the desert marathon.
I imagine you're probably just held to the side, like, just going to be drilled with your sword.
Something to the effect.
Akio's trying to help Alara brew whatever she wants to brew. Like, even if it's just holding ingredients.
I have seen the devil himself,
How'd it go?
and his name is Chikara.
Oh, wait, you saw him?
He jumped in the fucking water to get the fucking rope!
I'm sorry. What?
He's holding
Honest-
the rope.
You're an idiot.
I'm never going to say this ever fucking again, but she's right. Oh god, what the fuck did I just say?
I wish I was there to see it. Sounds awesome.
I just grabbed my jug of moonshine and chug a quarter of it
I
in
need
one
a fucking
go.
drink.
I regain X amount of life, doesn't matter max hit points, but also...
Yeah, you regain like
You're an
44
idiot.
plus 4.
Why did you let him do this?
Hey! Good news, I'm fucking slightly buzzed.
And you're an idiot. Why did you let him do this?
How do you stop a teleporting lizard?
Probably because I'm.
That doesn't work!
Probably
you
because
do
I
that?
was too fast for it.
Aside from getting hammered?
Well, just get hammered.
He held the rope.
Never mind that. So what's the prognosis? How fucked are we? How deep does it go?
There
Carlos, you
were
have the rope.
110 feet.
there were 9 knots left.
110 feet. Okay.
We threw a bone in there. I didn't. Well,
Yes, I can see.
yes.
I unearthed
I didn't have to swim in. I didn't have to swim down.
If you ever do something that's stupid again, I will kill you.
I unearthed my
If
javelin.
you aren't already dead, I will kill you.
If I may, didn't you tell him that when he counterspelled you that time?
No.
I'm all sudden.
No, but she did say to a pirate, "You're dead."
You are dead.
Dead. Dead.
Dead.
Dead.
Dead.
You
Dead.
weren't here,
Hey.
but they were fighting pirates. One of them was a wizard who counterspelled her, and she spent the entire fight making sure he ate shit.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. You're dead.
How fast can you run?
And meanwhile,
No, seriously.
Alice says fighting 3 pirates, including the captain, which point I just snapped his neck, ripped his head off.
Anywho.
Hey!
Okay, so then...
The original plan was to dive down with the rope tied to me. So
What happened? You said he saw you?
Okay, so I had the genius idea of let's tie it to a spear and throw it into the water because he spotted us when we got near. Then we did that.
Oh, wait.
We
I
jumped.
forgot about that.
We jumped across the street.
I think we.
This is Akio saying, I forgot they can make illusions of themselves out of water.
And they can see through the water.
Next
forgot
time we
about
do
that.
this, fuck the polyjuice. Potions of invisibility.
No, we did that. We threw the javelin in. We were waiting off to the side, stealthily as best we could. We got down. We got the measurements. Was ready to get the fuck out of there. And then this mad lad had the idea to jump in the fucking water and swim. Not even stealthily, mind you. He swam like he was a fucking athlete to get the fucking thing.
That's
and
because I am a fucking athlete.
and almost got his fucking teeth kicked in by a goddamn tentacle.
Well, you didn't see that part.
Oh, tell me what didn't breach the water. That's what I was thinking.
No.
Oh,
It's
no.
like it tried to smack him
Okay.
from below, but it missed.
Alright. He got damn lucky. The damn.
So you might have seen like a little splash, but as far as you know, that was just him.
Hey, Fucking goddamn lucky he didn't get fucking wrecked by a tentacle or bitten or some shit, whatever that thing does. I don't know, might fuck us to death.
By the way, Ved, you take a point of inspiration for that stunt.
Thank you.
You're a madman.
You're a madman, Mr. Ved.
Don't encourage
You're a
him.
mean one.
Mr. Bass.
You are.
That's a mad.
You really are a heel. He really is a heel.
You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr.
Anyway.
Please stop.
So,
Same for
yeah,
Christmas time.
you're both, even with your lizard scales, you're both, like I said, you look like you just got done running the desert marathon. You were basically Niagara Falls sweat.
Oh, a mix of sweat plus lake water.
Well, that would have dried up in the humidity.
Oh god, that'd be miserable. Basically
is.
getting steamed alive.
It is.
Ugh.
But fortunately, you're in your normal clothes and not Kuatoa long
So,
clothes.
I could use some water.
yeah, good news. Our clothes would have been
Alchemy jug.
His clothes would have been spared from the lake where to begin with from Kurotoa shit.
Exactly. It wore off on the run, like I said.
So, means that you've alerted the nest. Stay on high alert. I need to stay in here and watch the potion.
I'm going to take first shift on God.
By
Yeah,
all
by-
means,
by
we're
this-
go-
by
we're
this
going
point-
to be doing this for a while.
By this point, I should point out, it's probably like about, took you maybe, I think, what did I say, 2 hours to get there?
Yeah.
Plus another 45, 50 minutes underground, plus another hour running back. So you're probably looking at about 4:30 in the afternoon.
So, Ved wants to explain the fact that it knew that there were two Kuatoa there that absolutely should not have been there. That were just hanging around the lake for literally over half an hour while they just watched this. Well,
No, the entire
presumably
time
watched
from
this,
taking the potion to going down there was about 30 minutes.
well, okay. So,
And then it
more
took
like
about
20 minutes.
Yeah, and then it took about 10 minutes for the
Roughly,
things.
yeah.
Yes.
So you were down there for about 45 minutes or so.
Yes. And it did nothing. Or maybe it did something.
See the leech crawling on his back.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Actually, why don't you both make a perception check?
Oh, fuck.
You just look over each other.
Hey, good rules.
I feel
26.
a headache.
Oh, good. Something high this time.
Nat 20.
Hot damn!
As you're both saying this,
This,
you decide to look each other over, make sure that there's nothing wrong. Holy shit! You're both covered in leeches.
Wait, how did I get covered in leeches?
They were probably like in the foliage and latched onto you.
Motherfuckers.
like,
So,
ticks.
more, yeah, I was about to say more like ticks than leeches, which
Can't weigh this down enough. Anyway.
Instead of a cinder block on it.
there, I fixed it.
It breaks the table.
No, and then the fan just blows the cinder block out of the way. Just.
No,
it doesn't blow the paper away.
No, I'm just thinking about that one episode of Kitchen Nightmares where Chef Ramsay finds an entire, basically a trash can full of old refried beans, brings it out to the floor, puts it on the table, and it's so heavy it breaks the table. It's like, shit.
You're finally awake.
So, you're all
Finally
taking
awake. Caught you at the border, ambushed you at the border,
So-
right?
You poked the nest.
Walked into that
Expect
imperial
hornets.
ambush.
Yes.
Just like us. And that
horse
thief over there.
That horse thief back there.
Nord's last thought should be upon Rourke.
Rourke's
I'm from Rourke.
Wait, if you're
So-
Juniper berries.
oh god, where are they taking us?
Boy!
We are men. Not in bed.
Sorry, I got
The
the
lady
silly,
is
I got
speaking.
the silly out of me, and then I got it right
I
back.
told you would.
The power of the bass. You can never be free from the
So-
silly.
You're taking shifts. I cannot leave this room.
I would say honestly, you three go in that fucking tent. Do what you gotta do. Me and the non-magical one will watch guy. We'll take shifts.
You four take shifts.
Wanna have the other two help you. Make it quicker, baby.
I got this. I need to be careful and precise.
I would say
I know what I'm doing. I can't
Question.
account for their cock-ups.
Lynn, question. Is this the cement mix?
Yes.
Okay.
The depth charge.
Yes,
The
I
all
don't.
spark.
Yes, all I'm doing is I'm making the thing, and then I'm designing the vessel to fracture at a specific depth.
Okay.
That will release the potion.
I'm just holding my sword. I'd like to see a frog trying to do anything to me.
So
Ribbit.
you four
Have temptation to down the other one and go at you.
So you four all take shifts.
Okay.
I cannot leave this tent.
I'll take fast shift.
You said first? Fourth?
First. Sorry, I didn't hear.
My accent is quite shit.
Would
Sometimes.
you do me a favor?
Yes?
Make me coffee.
Please.
How do you take it?
Yes.
Any way she can fucking get it.
Probably
At this point, I need, because I'm going to have to stay up for a while.
A little bit later, you have a cup of coffee. It smells like sugar.
Coffee.
And it's piping hot.
I imagine that Laura just slurps it down and just here, just.
So Laura does this.
No, just my visceral reaction was hot.
No, I'm
Just open mouth, let the coffee dribble out of my mouth like a
Oh no,
fucking
that's what I mean.
process.
Like you don't even bother to like let go in mouth and then swallow. No, you just full like just tilt head back down right throat. The complete go.
That wouldn't do any. The caffeine wouldn't do anything for her anyway.
Really?
Doing that. I don't think.
No, caffeine can be caffeine metabolized.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
caffeine can be metabolized.
first shift, second shift, third shift, fourth shift. Is that right?
Yes, and keep in mind you're going to be doing this for a couple of days until this potion is done.
I would say to stop us from getting fucking exhausted, we take 8 hours. We do 8 hours.
That's what I'm saying. You take shifts. You take shifts however the fuck you
That would
please.
be 8 hours. 6
I-
hours.
This needs to be a perpetual thing for a couple days.
Do it 6
Yes.
hours each.
We might need to change locations, or it might be wise to try to change.
Yeah, if you do six hours each, I'll give you a full 24 hours.
Okay. I meant like
This one only needs she only needs like 2 hours of rest at night.
4, but I need to stay up for a couple of days.
You
But
know that's more than
exhaustion.
true. At least 1 point.
I'm aware. I'm aware. That's what the coffee's for.
Okay. If you didn't have the coffee, that would be 2 points.
Minds of a mind of circles and a mind.
Fuck the quote. Whatever the quote was.
A mind.
Barry, throw that quote on the screen. Let's move on.
A mind of wheels and cogs.
So, is that the plan then?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm on first.
Okay. Before we get to singing, I will say we'll pick up with shifts next time.
Yes,
Alright.
it is quite 8.
Yeah, it's like
10
almost
o'clock.
10. Yeah, 10 after
10 after what?
10.
10. Oh, okay.
10.
Yes, we're gonna.
Then 10.
A purely underrated show.
How long you stay?
You know what else was a really
Do you
underrated
think
show?
about hanging out at my
Get
place?
Ed.
I'm getting the game with my dad when I get home.
Get Ed.
Okay.
There's a terrible show.
Never heard of it.
In the movie.
I'm glad you did it. It was on the Disney Channel.
What is it?
Get Ed.
No, I never heard of that one.
The only Ed related show I know / care about is Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Yes, that is a good. That is.
I love the
peak
shit that you sort of
cartoons.
like and shit.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie rob a bank. Get some jawbreakers.
Give me the fucking money.
So the plan is set. Next time in 2 weeks. Sound good?
Roughly.
Lovely.
My next Saturday off.
Yay!
Or Sunday, depending on you. Or
Saturday.
that's right. Schedule.
Adios.
Adios, mi